All right, hello everyone. We're going to kick this one off nice and early. How is everyone doing? We're back for some Next Fest Part 2. I'm keen. If you weren't in yesterday's stream, you missed out on witnessing some incredible things. And by incredible things, I mean you missed out on witnessing the incredible bulk, which honestly has now been one of my favorite moments in streaming that I think we've done so far. Make sure to go back and see that if you missed it before. That was absolutely phenomenal. Hello. Fuchs Card Expo was actually first in today. Bright and early, or at least it probably was on my end, whatever time it is for you. Mady8 here as well. Also shout out Mady8. They are going to be helping out with the bingo for today's live stream, so please show them some love in the chat. Thank you so much for offering your time to support things today. Alistair Kessel is back again as well. Henry's Place, hello indeed, how are you? Gray is here. I'd say like Sunday streams are usually a little bit more chill, so we'll see how many people turn up. Sky's over on Twitch. Maple Tree Way is here as well. You've continued going through every single game on Next Fest yourself, have added over 100 games to your library and also found some wild stuff. You are one incredibly dedicated individual, Maple Tree Way. But I mean, hey, what better time to explore, what's out there in terms of weird and wonderful games than taking advantage of a deluge of demos that you can, sink some time into. This guy had the tab open since last night, so it's very much first technically. You've been here the whole time. I feel like I've heard that before somewhere. Can't imagine where though. Henry's Place got a bowl of chips. I'm jealous. That sounds delightful. Although it's probably not what I would want for breakfast. Probably have that in a few hours. Also, my hair is just not behaving itself today. It's just this bit here doesn't seem to know what it's doing. There we go. That's better. Alistair Kessel 6344. I don't know why I read out all the numbers there. I don't normally. You redeemed a new tile. Does it have a chance to appear today? Yes, it does. It's been added to the bingo list already. So they are all there. The main thing to be aware of is that the points cost.
Card Expo donated
hang on.
$5 Canadian to the war funds. Last of my fun money. Need to build up again. Just to check, did my membership rank drop this month? Take Corner store is open. Get your Crusader supplies.
Let me have a look for you. I don't think it's dropped. Over. Yes, the bingo tiles have been updated, and now the cost for adding a new tile is, I think it's up to 80 points now, whereas the cost to remove a tile is down to like 30 points. As one gets used more, the other one becomes cheaper, so that we end up with a nice balance in between. But yeah, I don't think your membership's run out yet, Fiuk. Yeah, at least at a first glance. Oh, for a second there. The membership thing on YouTube's end is very silly. Oh, I saw your name. I can't search by name. I literally have to scroll the list until I see you. Okay, there we are. Yes, you are still showing as Knight of the Holy Grail. So you'll be still called one, references one throughout this month, and it would potentially drop over at the end of the next month, because we always pull the list of who's current member on the channel at the start of each month. So if you're on at the start, then your name gets in the credits for anything that is created during that month. There we go. Oh, it doesn't switch till March 1st your time. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. All right. What else I missed there? It's 3 o'clock for you, Henry. Is that 3 a.m. or 3 p.m.? Because if it's 3 p.m., perfect. You've got plenty of time to sit down, chill, and get nice and cozy. If it's 3 a.m., I mean, technically you do as well, but it's just a very different vibe at 3 a.m. Level 9 Druid, have a nice stream. Thank you. I appreciate you stopping by just to say that. You'll join later playing Metron 2004 with your homies. Have fun, mate. Daydream Gallery, what games do you have lined up tonight? I've got 2 lined up that I want to check out personally. We're going to be starting with Solar Voltage today. And then later on, I want to try out People of Note because that's been recommended to me. And then we'll probably play 2 other games that are going to be randomly selected by all of you, which is always a good bit of fun. So we'll do a couple of pre-selected ones, a couple of randomized ones, and hopefully we'll find some good stuff somewhere in between. Adrilitany, hello as well. Yes, trying to design a whole spaceship with zero concept design experience. Hey, the first person who ever designed a spaceship had no prior experience designing spaceships, and they made a pretty good one. So who knows what you could do? Just gotta give it a shot. Maple speaking of it, remove correct controller glyphs. I'm not a fan of tiles that are subsets of other tiles. Hey, that's fair. Removing that tile is well within your control. I ain't gonna touch it. That's up to you. Henry, I was PM for you. Okay, that makes sense. Fiuk, you get to be in the highest tier for another month. As long as I am able to update the list before your membership expires, then theoretically, yes. Oh, you already redeemed remove tile. Okay, sorry, I didn't see the command come through. Let me check that, because I can do that before we get started with the stream. Who is... There, I need to go back to the dashboard. Streamlabs is sometimes a little bit tricky to navigate. But yes, if you're redeeming that now, it makes sense that we update that before we get into the stream. And the first thing we're going to be doing for today's stream is actually drawing some winners from last month's bingo, which should be good fun. Where am I? Cloudbot. Oh, history. Did it come through? Yes. Redeem tile, remove tile did come through. Okay. Let's take that one off then. Also, I have to say, I think you're the first person to actually use their power to remove a tile. So, good on you for taking the risk. You wanted to remove the correct controller glyphs. Where is... There it is. It was the 4th tile that we added. Goodbye, controller glyphs. You were probably not that loved while we had you. You were present, but not necessarily loved. There is a difference. Okay, that has been removed. I need to update the pricing, and then we can get cracking on doing some actual things. So that means new tile is going to go down, become slightly cheaper again. That's back down to 70. Done. Come on, save. Streamlabs, I believe in you. You can do it. Yes, there we go. Okay. And then that means remove tile gets more expensive, goes back up to 40. Go. Done. Kane, haven't got your stream in ages because you usually start at midnight for you. Not nice being here for once. I appreciate you stopping by, Kane. Good to see you. We're about to kick off, so you've come in at just the right time. 88 barely got an entry in. Yeah, you got it in just at the right time. To be honest, controller glyphs also does keep being forgotten to be checked too. I mean, that's why I rely on all of you to remind me, because you know what you've got on your card and that you want me to be on the lookout for. I've got no idea. There's too many tiles. I keep forgetting what we've got and what we haven't got. Grail, you're putting the game for your redeem into the channel content. Dang, you got a second one already, Gray? That's so quick. Yep, but that's definitely the best place to put it. Thank you. I will be able to check it there after the stream, and we'll add it in for the next time we do the wheel. All right, speaking of the wheel, here is our list of names. These are everyone who earned points over the last month. The winner of the month was Sky. No special award for you, but you did manage to get 7 entries, which is pretty darn impressive. What we are going to do in a moment, we're going to pop the tip jar on stream. Now, as a reminder, the tip jar basically accumulates little tokens and icons. For every time there's a super chat, the Twitch stream gets followed, or a subscriber or someone becomes a membership on the YouTube. So there's a few different ways that they appear. They accumulate over the course of the month. And now we just need to do the very difficult job of counting how many fall into the tip jar. So get your eyes glued to the screen right now, because we've got to make sure we're both counting the same amount. All right, here it is. Let's see how many we actually get fall in this month. I think last month we actually had like 5. 5 is the most that we get for the prizes. Oh. No. Is it not working? Is it broken? Oh no. Oh no. Where are all the tokens? It's not meant to look like that. Well, that is unexpected. Is it because I've got to open in the back end? Hang on a sec. We're gonna try this again. Something broke. Let's come back to here for a sec. Because it worked when I started the stream this morning. So I know it's there and it should work. Come on. Tip jar. Do your thing. Yes! There we go! We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5! There we go. Apparently it just didn't want to work on the other page. Alright, so we got 5, which means we are going to be doing 5 prizes. They are going to go up in terms of their value. So basically we're going to do 5 names off the wheel. First person is going to win $5, then 10, then 25, then 50, then 100. Alright, there we go. Yes, the tip jar is for the bingo winners. So if we come back here, these are the bingo winners here. Alright, let's spin. So this is going to be for the $5 gift card. Let's see who's grabbing the first one today. It is going to Solo Kissin. Fantastic. So the way this works is we then remove that entry. So they're still able to win prizes, but they can't win more.
Donated 20 Czech koruna to the war funds. Pikmin is ruining my whole entire damn life.
Thank you, Hydrolicity. I believe I saw your post, the Pikmin one, over on the Discord as well, by the way. Amazing art and designs. That was fantastic. I see why you put a bit of a content warning on it with it being quite dark, but conceptually, I love what you're going for. Oh, you want to test the bucket? They took the bucket away. I'm sorry. I did take the bucket away. Unfortunately, those ones should still jump in, but that will have also have counted for what's on the list for this month, not next month. But there you go. There's everything that was in the tip jar, so your extra ones would be in there. All right, 1 second. What I am going to do is actually just reset it now, just in case other people decide to tip, because otherwise that's going to be awkward. Where am I? What am I doing? Widgets. There we go. See, I tried to have this set up beforehand so I could just do it nice and easily, and that seemed to have completely and utterly backfired on me. So now you guys have to sit and watch while I do admin stuff on stream. There we go. So the tip jar will reset, and now any new donations will come in and they accumulate over the course of the month. Maple Drew, also fun fact, I've added so many demos to your library, Steam has multiple times rate limited me. He said you can't add more. You're playing too much stuff. All right, let's go. Second winner. Let's see what they're getting, or who's getting it. It's going to be a $10 gift card for, oh, matey 8. Your one entry snuck in there. Shame it didn't get drawn later, but hey, you get something for the month. There'll be a $10 gift card coming your way after the stream. This is now for the $25. This one goes to Sky. They had the most entries, so they had the highest chance. They've got one less now. This is now for the $50. Now we're getting up into the bigger money. This one is going to go to Y/Hydrolitsny. If you haven't already, Hydrolitsny, please make sure you've sent me a Steam friend request, because we need to be able to send it through Steam directly. If your username is different, please ping that over in the channel content channel on Discord as well. All right, and then lucky last, this is for the big one. This is the $100. Ooh, that is so on the line. That one goes to Sky. Congratulations, getting 2 wins, well deserved, with 7 points on there. All right, so Solo Kissin with the 5, Matey8 with the 10, Sky with the 25 and 100, and Hydrolitsny with the 50. Whoa! Insane. That was so on the line there. That could have gone either way. Sky, need to stop participating in bingo, get competitive, and keep forgetting it actually gives prizes. Hey, that's part of the fun of it. This is why, like, I want to do it, so I can give a little bit back to all of you as well. Alice says, someone redeem LobCorp just now in Discord. Hope the game's very good. Hope you enjoy. I've heard good things about it as well. Feedlecrafto, what? 2 days in a row? Dang, I got plans today. Have fun. I appreciate you stopping by just to say that. Hey, the VOD will be on YouTube later if you want to watch it back. All right, let's get cracking. We are done with the prizes. We need to figure out what size bingo we're playing. And it's going to be this one. We've got things to do. We are starting with a 6x6, which we are already on, so your cards should be valid and ready to go. Here is what we're going to be playing first today. We're going to be starting with Solar Voltage. This game, the devs actually reached out to me asking me to take a look at this one. Just happened to be that they were also being featured in Next Fest, so it seemed like a good way to be able to kill two birds with one stone. But also, they caught my curiosity when I had a look at the demo because it's got such a fantastic retro feel to it that I'm really curious to check it out. To the devs, if you're watching this back later, I hope that I am not too harsh on your game. I do my best to be fair but critical where I can be. Casey, hi Graeldon, found your channel recently. You've been watching through your videos. Lots of fun. Appreciate your work. I appreciate you for checking out the videos. Thank you so much, Casey, and thank you for stopping by the live stream. If you want to jump in and like have some fun, we're playing bingo, where we're looking for specific tropes that pop up in the games that we're playing on stream. And there's prizes to win every month as well. So hang out if you got time, have some fun. We're starting off by having a look at Solar Voltage. Matey8, I hope you are ready at the wheel to capture some bingo tiles as they get cold. Let's get into it. Also, sup Tony, welcome back. You did check it out for the Next Fest. Oh, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. All right, after a huge solar storm destroyed their ship and left them stranded, help Volt and her crewmates escape the dangerous planet filled with deadly robots and a mysterious AI. We've got Grok on this random planet, apparently. Has a demo as a free space? It is for Next Fest. It is indeed. Killing two birds with one stone. If those two birds were crows, would that be a murder? Technically, yes. That's a great joke, John. I love that. All right, we also have less than 200 reviews because it has no reviews. Release dates after 2020 because it's not out yet. Developer and publish are the same, Cosmic Lighthouse Games, and this is the only game that they are... Well, yeah, they haven't got any releases, so it's the only game they're making. Let's have a look what else we got. Actually, let's have a look at the trailer. It is 28 seconds long, so trailer less than a minute for sure. Make sure. I don't know why it keeps defaulting back to auto. It's actually quite annoying. But yeah, what caught my eye was the little jumping animation is very Sonic coded. I'm the kind of person, like, I didn't grow up with Sonic. I came a little bit late into it. But yeah, the use of like perspective with the 3D platforming here looks quite interesting to me. Does AI count as a space? Ooh, that's actually an interesting one. I'm kind of tempted to give it because the intent with the tile was that AI was used in development, but the game features AI. It technically does. What was our phrasing on the tile? Hang on. Let me think about this. I can't go and edit it to see the full list. I think we had, yeah, we said Gen AI used. Okay. If the tile were just AI present or something like that, then I would give it. But this is specifically generative AI used, which I don't think we can confirm that. So I'm going to actually revoke that and say, no, that does not count. Unfortunately. Yeah, it has to be generative AI specifically. Glad we checked that. So apologies, we're not marking that one off unless we get into the game and we find out that it is specifically a generative AI, in which case we can. But at the moment, we can't verify that. What we can verify is that we do have a jump button, and yeah, this is pixel art for sure. We definitely have health. I don't see any kind of currency. We saw jumping, attacking, floating. Does this count as a dodge roll? It's a roll. I'll let you guys decide. I think that is technically a roll. I can see we've got collectibles, but that doesn't necessarily mean we've got currency either. Looks like a dodge roll to Alistair. Let's see. It says it's similar to It Takes Two and Portal 2. I'm going to say related games unrelated. Seven Snorlax says only if there's iframes. Okay, well, we don't know that yet. So I think we'll have to hold off judgment of dodge roll then. It's been wishlisted by 3 people. It does have controller support. Doesn't list anything about accessibility or other languages. No luck on the Steam Deck compatibility there, but we usually don't for the demos. We've got GIFs in the description. No website or YouTube linked. No updates. But I do love that we have handcrafted pixel art and the motivating power of 2 girls kissing. I didn't know that was in the description. But this just went up a notch. Game contains some smoking from 1 NPC, but yeah, there's nothing in the AI disclaimer, so I think we're good on that front. Oh yeah, it's right there, big sticker right there. Developer assures that no Gen AI was used in this indie game. You know what, devs? You didn't have to put that there, and we've got no way of technically verifying that's true, but I still love that you did that, because you didn't have to. So that's nice. All right, let's get this downloading. I think this is going to be a pretty small download. Let's just check. Yeah, 100 megabytes, which means we don't have time to do a Wordle. So please mark off Chatwin's Wordle as a free space because we don't even get to it. I think if we called that tile now, it'd be an insult. It kind of would be. And again, unless we're doing it from a plot device perspective. Oh, it actually has to run an installer. Don't see that too often these days. Here you go. You can have a look at how terribly organized my library is. Oh, and Fuka's played it. I actually did play it a couple of days ago because I saw it was wishlisted, but we can actually say it's been purchased by a Steam friend. Just turn that down. That's quite loud. Out there. Okay, controller support is working. We have found credits. Have a look. I don't think it's a solo dev. Oh, it is also not appearing on screen. One sec, I'll fix that. I don't know what causes that issue. There we go. Solo footage credits, programming, Isa. Yeah, Isa Good Friend is the person who reached out to me, the lead programmer. Okay, we do have an OST by Twistbit EDM. Okay. But yeah, confirmed it is not a solo dev. Interesting. So we do have an OST. Don't know if it's a banger or not yet. Okay. Release date after 2020? Yes, absolutely. Is this Godot and is... I do use default window capture, so potentially that's the issue. If you remind me afterwards, we'll have a look and see what engine this is on. Options, graphics. Okay, we have everything from potato to fantastic. I always love seeing a potato graphic setting. Like, technically it doesn't mean anything, but if you're a PC player, it will give you a giggle. We do have a windowed full screen. We have full screen, and we have just window. There's no resolution setting, but the window full screen is definitely a tile that we can mark off. Just bump everything up to max as we can. We have got separate sound sliders. Heck yes. And in fact, they go above 100%. You can bump the sound up to 150% if you want, because screw understanding a concept of a maximum. Miscellaneous, level timer, speedrun mode. Speedrun mode. Okay. Interesting. There's no leaderboards, but we have got a speedrun mode. We have... technically rebindable controls. Evil binds. Okay, yeah, so you can rebind them there as well. That's cool. Movement offset, jump in the air, ground pound. Okay. I wouldn't say that we've got any accessibility options. We don't even have subtitles. I mean, actually think about it, going over 100% makes sense if it defaults to 100. Well, no, you would just default from 100, turn your system sound up. That's the best way to do it. Which did it default to? It defaulted to borderless window. Might have no need. Good point. There might not be any dialogue, so it might not need subtitles. But yeah, I don't think we've got any accessibility options. Shame. Maple right? Hi, Pancake Sparkle. This game has girl kissing. Yeah, it absolutely does. That's why we're excited for this one. I don't think there's anything else here that I can check for a bingo tile. Is 150% sound a glitch / bug? No, it's intentional. I have no idea what the resolution is. It doesn't actually have a resolution setting in the graphics. It's just got windowed full screen. And considering that the windowed mode is... Oh, that's just full screen. It's not actually showing it now. When we did the windowed mode before, it was definitely not the right resolution. Oh, because it's got window scale, that's why. So, is that it? Hang on. If I put this back to window... Yeah, there we go. That's your normal scaled window. So I'm going to say, oh, you guys can't see that. Hang on. Let me change this back. You can see what I'm looking at. Ta-da! It's a teeny tiny itty bitty game. Not the smallest we've seen, but yeah, that's the default window resolution. So I'm going to say, no, it does not have a 4K resolution. Most definitely not. Alright, but we will bump that back up. I love games that end up looking teeny tiny. It's just funny for some reason. Yep. There we go. We'll go back to windowed full screen. Perfect. Alright, we're good. The only thing that confuses me a little bit here, and this is like minor feedback for the devs, in the shadows setting, if you move to the left... Actually, no, it's... Yeah, if you move to the left, it gets to a lower setting. But on quality, you move to the right to go to a lower setting. Please just make that consistent. Put the lower settings on the left, higher settings on the right, job done. It just feels a little weird. Interesting as well that we don't have an option for a new game, we just have load game. Play demo, all right, start the timer, 30 minutes or until the demo ends. Okay, yeah, looks intact. The recording light's on, try speaking in it. Oh, dialogue box. Our journey to uncover planet DD926 didn't go as planned. The local sun shot... I'm sorry, the sun shot down your ship? Like a solar flare or what? My ship. Captain Hansen's ship in a solar storm. There we go. Although we're fine, we still don't know where my where Volt is. Without her, fixing this ship is just impossible. Sploosh. Well... Looks like we're stranded. Okay. Where am I? Wait. Fermi? Kale? Hansen? Anyone? Oh god, I need to find Fermi. She has to be alive. Okay, so movement isn't gridlocked. I was a bit worried about that. So while everything appears on an isometric angle, it's not isometric controls. You still have up, down, right, left. And honestly, I think I prefer that. Cool. So far, the movement feels nice and fluid. I love that, like, rolling animation on the jump. Also, now we know it's not a roll, technically. It is a jump. Wow, I actually missed that. Oh, God, no. It's going to be Cuphead tutorial all over again, isn't it? Yeah, look at us go. We need a thing. Oh, and we have an attack. Do we count a tail as unconventional weaponry? I think I do. I would even call like Crash Bandicoot's spin attack unconventional weaponry. So yes, we're gonna go with it. That is an unconventional weapon. Use the thing. Ha! Look at us go. Well. Oh. We have a hover. Okay. Okay, I dig it. Oh, hang on. Missed that. There. Yeah. Spin. Hey. Okay, cute. No. Get out of here. Oh, hang on. I've missed the bingo leaderboard needing to be... Ah! Dang it, you're absolutely right. I did miss something important. You're correct. All right, call that one. Missed something important. Fine. There, you happy? I took your name off. What I missed there? Mediate card not looking good. Oof. Does you missing that jump count as missing something important? No. No. But we've got non-standard weapon. Non-standard movement? I don't think it's non-standard movement. It is just running and jumping. Ooh. We have a roll! Okay. Don't know if I have iframes, but technically we have a roll. Confirmed. Okay, wanted to double check, see if there's anything down over this way. Also, I might need to turn the sound effects up a little bit more, because the sound effects are actually quite satisfying when you hear that little... Is that where we came in? Yeah. Alright, so there's multiple paths to get here. We spin this. So, yeah, it's a bit of a puzzle platform, but a little bit of an action game as well. Interesting. Looks like you've got a decent moveset. Okay, we need 4 things to get through there. We don't have that yet. Must have been one more back this way. Excuse me, let me through. Hey, yeah. Oof. Yeah, there we go. I quite like the setting of the world. Like, there's still enough, like, color and vibrancy, but there's enough additional, you know, like, what's the word I'm looking for? There's environmental pieces that build curiosity about the world that we're on. Was there a title drop? Not yet. Steam Lied Fuke did not play this game. Hey! There we go. We found Fermi. Hang on a second. What do you mean Steam Lied? Let me jump over and check. Yeah, no, it's on here. It's definitely on here. Steam might be lying. Maybe you just installed it or something, but just gotta prove it. Not that one, this one. Does say here, Fuke Enterprises played Solar Voltage demo for the first time on February 27th. I was worried I was looking at the wrong one, but no, it is there. It is definitely there. So we're gonna call it. Steam thinks you've played it at the very least. And that's good enough for me. Alright, hello. Whoa, where'd that kiss come from? Not that I'm complaining. I couldn't stop thinking about you falling to the planet, and... Oh, please, I've survived. What, you have? What's worse than your ship getting shot down by a solar flare and you crash landing on a planet? Please don't scare me any more than I already am. Boing. Oh. I didn't even realize that I just pressed the button for a kiss by accident. And that restored my health, and I love that. What is this place? I can't really discern what this area's purpose is just yet, sadly. I did just get here. But it is exciting that there is something here at all. And let's hope the inhabitants are just as excited to have us here too. I honestly have no clue. I'd be surprised if anyone was here at all. What makes you so sure? It's hard to not look at it. It's hard to not look at it and not assume it's not in ruins. Is that a triple negative? I think you've got one too many knots in there. I think it should just be, it's hard to look at it and not assume it's in ruins. They went for the full triple negative. I don't know if I count that as a typo or not. Kane, is there a square for fairy game? Not yet, but it is within your power to make it one. Also, yeah, Casey, I think you said this was the first time you stopped by stream, right? Because we do have a tile for a new person in chat. So please let us know if that's the case. Hey, let's not disrespect their interior decorating so soon. Maybe you're right. I'm going to call that typo. There's no need for a triple negative in that sentence. So go ahead and mark off typo on that one. Hey, and Casey is indeed a first-time chatter. So yes, please go ahead and mark off new person in chat. That sentence checks out to me. It doesn't read well is the problem. It's just unnecessary to have that many knots in there. Well, if it ain't the lady of the hour. Glad you're keeping it together. Don't be a stranger. Okay, but got any grub for me to eat? My very sole purpose I was placed on this here planet, well, our home planet, was to make grub. And yet, I lack ingredients. I have no ingredients and I must cook. If I'm lucky, I'll find some ingredients. Oh, don't worry your pretty little head, lassie. A good old beat will find some food together. What? Where? I detect something over in that there sandy area. Oh, would be something up real good. I think I'll head there a bit later. Well, thank you very much. Good to know that there is a cooking minigame. Oh, can I? Ah, you can dive in mid-air to be able to, like, pick up extra speed. Can you dive and then spin? No. I can spin and then dive to get just, like, a little bit of extra distance. That's cool. Tech mechanics already. With how far away we are from home, every second counts here. Yeah, the ship's seen better days. Honestly, she looked worse when I actually got her. You did strike me as a fixer-upper type guy. Girl, you should have seen the state it was in. Everything was falling apart. None of the fins were up. Artificial atmosphere was a disaster. Even Beat was on low battery. Speaking of, you probably know your ship more than me. How many power cells do you think we'll need? Yeesh, beats me. If Fermi's right about what it can do, I'd ask for 1 million. Of course, it's just essentials. Then we probably only need 10. That's not so bad. Feel like the movement speed's slow? It's maybe a little on the slow side, but I think it's going for a bit more precision than anything. Hi, Volt. I'm glad you survived the crash. I am too, because I can still see my light flashing before my eyes. Everything okay? Yeah, just this recorder and the pool table. It's a mess in there. Why the pool table? Yeah, why are we concerned about a pool table? We've got bigger fish to fry right now. Currency! No, technically it's not. We don't know what we're spending on. It's a collectible. That's all we know so far. But also, ice area. Press that to spin and attack. Hey, okay. I like it. I like it. What is all this? Oh! Okay. That doesn't get me over it, though. But we have a destructible environment. Technically. I had crates that I could break. That is destructible environment. Alright, if I knock it this way, how far does it go? Does it make it across the gap? It does. Ah. Ooh, okay, there's the speed. We've got some ice. Okay, I forgot that pressing the jump button twice does a ground pound and just immediately smashed into the water. Fantastic. Go me. Alright. Destructible environment, go. Why am I collecting these? I don't know. The game hasn't actually told me yet. Whoa. Hey, what? That's just rude. I think the attack sound effects and like impact when you get hit. Oh my, okay, no, I'm gonna have to change that control. I think that is missing a bit of impact. And the sound effects need some oomph. Yes, we did get destructible environment, technically. Do we have, can I jump in the air? Should be hover, I think. I think that makes more sense as default. Jump and then jump again to do a hover. And then have, yeah, attack on a different button and jump and attack is ground pound. I think that probably actually makes more sense as a default control option. What would make sense to all of you? If you're doing a mid-air hover, would you expect it to be jump and then jump again? Or jump and then the attack button? Because that's what it was set on by default. Does text overlapping something count here? What if we... Oh, when we're on a menu? No. No, no, no. They're in different planes. Alright. Yeah, we have been losing health when we fall into the water. It's not great for us. But it looks like we also recover some when we pick up that energy. Mediate, jump and then jump again. Yeah, because that's basically what it is. It should be jump and jump, right? The hover is technically a tail whip. Kind of. Oh, come on. Ice. Please cooperate. Thank you. Whee. And go. Nice. Okay, cool. What's this? Frozen tree. Press that button to throw items. Ah. Okay. Ooh, there's a little trajectory marker as well. So this is going to make a little platform. Yes. Oh, I overshot. Go me. Alright, not bouncy. Don't know why my brain thought it would be. It looks like a big soft pillow. I like there's a slightly bigger pickup radius on those to make them easy to get. Is this a thing? It is a... Unexpected? Okay. But appreciated. Guessing that's everything I needed to get from there? Go. Ah, you're on Twitch right now. Dwarven Gandalf on the YouTube and Discord. Great name, by the way. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Where are we going from here? Because I could just smack that way. Oh, no. I do have to bounce it over. I see. We go that way. And that's wrong. Right. Well, I guess we can't do that yet. Plenty more here to explore. Okay, now we're definitely starting to see a bit more of the puzzle element of this game, I guess. Right, can't go that way. That's blocked as well. We just have to figure out the starting points to get things moving, right? What does this do? Okay, puts those down. Go, go. There we go. That should have got past and broken the thing. Yeah. Nice. Okay, there's another little battery. Something up over that way. Don't know how to get past that. Because this doesn't give us enough oomph to get past. Can't bounce the thing over it. Was there anything else out this way? I feel like that plant should have done something, but it doesn't. And you know what? It actually looks like there might be something over there. There is. How the heck do you think... Oh, wait. Can I carry the fruit with me that far? Hang on a second. Hang on a... Can't hover when I'm carrying it. How many of these can I put down? Only one. Right. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Can I make that jump? Yes. Okay, cool. Now we're getting somewhere. I put you... No. Go. Yeah, there we go. We're smart. We're smart. Oh, bravest phantom, not dwarven Gandalf. Oh, good lord. I mean, look, you could have been either, and that would have been cool. The fact that you're both is excessively cool. All right. I don't think we need to get down to that corner. I don't see anything down there. All right. Smash through that. If I do want to go check it out, I'll just go this way. Hold up a second. How do I get through there? That's... Is this a hint? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Using perspective to hide things from us. I see it. Can I jump on that? I can't. I think I need to go around the corner here. No! There we go. What is that? 2 out of 3 of something. Got it. Alright, they're already doing a pretty good job of hiding a bunch of collectibles around. Even in what is technically like the first level. I would say now that I've been playing it for a little bit, the movement is actually feeling pretty good. I think it's the right speed. I wouldn't want it to be too much faster. How the heck do I deal with this? I don't see a... Hang on. Did this do anything for those spikes? No. Maybe I have to come at it from a different angle. I don't see a way to turn that or to get over to the other side. I can't smack that to get through or bounce it across. Down this way, there is one more thing there. Maybe I've got to knock it back that way? Find out. Barn Rat, gotta go. Hope your internet works. For some stuff you have to do that you try to do on Wednesday. Stay awesome. Also, this is the longest my phone's been on Twitch stream without acting up. Hey, that's a good sign. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your weekend. Thank you for stopping by the stream, even if it's just for a little bit. I appreciate it. Nope, don't go that way. Go that way, hit that. Will it break when it hits the wall is the question. Yes. Okay, so I can't just come and knock it down this way. It's going to be a different way to get through that. Super Tony Tiger, wish it had a run button personally. I think that's what the dash is for. Because you can do those little dash jumps that I was doing earlier. And that gives you a decent bit of momentum. Like that. So you can like dash and then just hop right before it lands, and that gets you a good bit of speed. Ooh, okay. Got the bowl there, but I don't think I've got a way to get it over to that spot. That can only go two ways. It's definitely something up the other end that I'm meant to be doing. I could potentially make a platform there and try and roll that across. But I don't, that's not going to help me make any more progress. Hydrology, have a somewhat awkward question about the gift card. Is it possible to re-gift it after receiving it? Yes and no. When you accept the gift card, it automatically turns into Steam funds. Like it goes into your wallet on your account. You could then use that money to buy another gift card. In theory, you can do that, but with currency conversion, I don't know how doable that will be to be able to transfer the full amount, because it might not be an amount that is available in your region. Hang on, what just happened there? Wait, you can get caught up in the snowball? Hold up. What? How would I use that? Yeah, that doesn't do anything. How am I supposed to get it over there? Slamming it doesn't do anything either. Huh. Hey, he's a good friend. Hello, is anyone seeing Devon? Devon chat. Nice to see you. Yes, Dev is indeed in chat. Sorry, I didn't see you earlier. Welcome. I feel like I'm missing something really simple here. This shouldn't be that hard. It feels like you just meant... What is meant to be getting those spikes down? There's nothing down this way. This is just where I came in. That doesn't get across, and there's nothing over this way that affects those spikes either. Guys, have you seen something that I haven't? I feel like I'm losing my marbles here. Do you have control of the snowball inside? No, I don't. Because that was one thing that passed across my mind as well. I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe I have to like hop in the snowball and roll around. But that's not a thing. Can you move the snowball to the spikes? Technically, no. As soon as I hit it, it starts rolling. I'm wondering if there's something that I'm meant to be doing with the frozen fruit that we get from over here. Technically, I could bring that all the way back. Go have a look. Okay, we can make that jump. Whoa, that was close. Oh, there we are. Would this like make it bigger or something? Of all the things I was expecting to happen, that's not one of them. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Are the tutorial prompts showing up? They did in some areas, yes. Unless perhaps I've missed one. But I've learnt the basics of the controls. Nowhere here that I could throw that's going to be useful. Huh. Even putting the little thing down here is not going to achieve anything. Can I just jump and glide over? No, you can't jump over the spikes. Alright, you just stay there. Like, that's your maximum jump. I also tried jumping off here, and that is a no-go as well. Can't dive through them. Yeah, even diving off the top there, it just doesn't... It's like, fully blocks you. There is no way to get past like that. I may have missed something. Afraid you spread misinformation, by the way. You cannot buy Steam gift cards with Steam wallet funds. Oh, no, okay. I didn't actually know that. In which case, no, won't be able to re-gift anything. Apologies. Yeah, it's just a real big invisible wall. Huh. There's a tutorial prompt that I don't see by the tree. Oops. Missed that jump completely. There was one... The tutorial prompt was just telling me how to pick the fruit up. So unless there was more, because we saw this, and we've been over this way. But I didn't see anything else useful over here. So we know what to do with the fruit. It's a good point, Sky. You can gift games with it, so you can always buy those and gift it that way. Oh, over there! We've not been there yet. Okay, that's what we're missing. I see. Hang on. I need to go this way. Also, I see is a great pun. Go. We somehow missed this entire section because we went the other way. There we go. Oh. Okay, we need something to hold that down. And there's the ground pound one. Okay. Oh, sneaky. Nice way to block that. Alright. That was just me being dumb. Good to know. Also, I can't hit you. Ground pounding near you does flip you over, though. Gotcha. Okay, and now we get to here, and we can flip that. We can hit this. Break that. Ah, and this is where we would need to actually get inside of it. Yeah. Now we can pass through the fire. Hey. Okay. Managed to work that one out nice and easily. Right. Where else can we go? Wait. Excuse me. Coming through. I will take that. We still don't know what that does when it's filled up. Ow. You got too close to me. Jerk. Okay. I mean, it is definitely full. Switch does that. Okay. Needs to be held down. Got it. Do I have to very awkwardly try and throw this onto there? Go. Ah. Pick you up again. From back here then. Perfect shot! There we go. Some might say I am occasionally good at games. I would disagree. Ooh, nearly got me there. Beautiful. Yeah, I would say actually like the movement tech in this game is fairly basic, but also quite satisfying to use. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with basics, like do the fundamentals and do them right. I mean, that's what Mario's done for literally decades, and it still works. Hey, there we go. Okay. It gives you a cell when it was full. Ah. So it's like an additional objective. You need to fill it up. No, we don't want to return to the hub. We'll keep exploring. We've got 3 minutes left. We'll see if we can get a little bit further. There is nothing further. Oh, hang on. Oh, oh, what have I done? This was a terrible mistake. Okay, good. It put me back here. I'm like, I can't go anywhere from there. I haven't got enough room to get momentum. I was worried I'd keep respawning on that island. Because I noticed it respawns you from the last place you jumped from. They're like, oh no, I'm going to be stuck here. Alright, we're back. Hello. Ah, hi Volt. I didn't see you in the snowy area. Oh, goodness. To be honest, I don't think I could. Why? Those robots get you all scared? Yeah! I mean, they're definitely not the nicest host to the party they threw here, but to be honest, it's because I'm, because I'm cold-blooded. Took one step in and nearly froze solid. And you're shaking because you're really cold, I presume. Yeah, exactly, precisely. Chilled to the bone. Right. Alright. I adore that there is just an option in the chat menu for, can I get a quick kiss? That's just so sweet. Please, games, encourage more, like, relationships like this. And you, Chipper. Let's get you in such a good mood. I mean, I know things seem bleak at the moment, but just look at where we are. DD926, we're here. Can't lie, babe. This is as bleak as it can probably get. Okay, use of the word babe there. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone's going to feel differently about that. I know, but I'm sure I can scrounge something up to get things running. I have faith in you. I'll keep an eye out for anything that can help. That and the crew too. I'm excited to see what you uncover. Think of all the history here. So much history. Did you end up making any food? Well, if it ain't the lady of the hour. How's the ingredient hunt going? Poor old Beat has come up dry so far. Alright, Beat, you caught me. I've been slacking on the water. Well, I'll be. You should know better. What if this kid's watching? You should be a better role model. Beat, it's looking like this place is desolate of any life. And if there was, we have no idea if the inhabitants drink water to survive. Technically incorrect, because we found a tree with fruit, which is life. Technically. Bolt! I would cover my ears if I had them. Next you're going to tell me they don't eat 3 meals a day. It very well could be the case. Alright, let's have a quick look what's on the other side of this door. It's the end of the demo! No, there is actually more. With more destructible environments. Okay. Ah. Ooh. I'm sorry. The fact that the music doesn't change to a dun-dun-dun-dun-dun is slightly disappointing to me, but also that would be, you know, copyright infringement. That looks like a tank with a saw blade attached to it. Interesting. I also can't jump on it. And I can just pass through the saw blade. Got it. I think visually what's a little bit odd about this place though is it looks like it's incredibly windy and yet the wind doesn't appear to be affecting movement. Hey, let's not do that. I mean, that's totally fine if that's intentional for it not to, but just from a visual standpoint, it looks like it should. So maybe just the wind needs to be toned down a little bit. What does that do? It makes that jump for some reason. Do I need to put that on there? No. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing with that. I'm going to try and throw it over here and see if that does the thing. I just drop it. Hey, okay, we have buttons and switches now. Cool. All right, I like what it's doing. We are going to leave it there. And I will try and sum up my thoughts. Like there's a quick to hub option there. That's nice as well. I do apologize to the devs. We only get 30 minutes to have a quick look at the game. But I will say first impressions are fairly strong. Especially if you're looking for a more retro styled game. This one seems to be ticking along the boxes. The soundtrack, I would say, is not phenomenal, but it is good. It's fulfilling the purpose of having that, setting out that background ambience and filling the tone of the game. I think tonally, it's quite good. And it matches the theme, which is always a big plus. It's also not too repetitive. It is interesting looking to. There's no point where I went, this music doesn't fit. I think Could it be dialed up slightly more? Possibly, because while it is tonally and thematically good, it's not memorable, or at least the few tracks that we've been able to listen to, I don't think I would put in that bucket. From a mechanical standpoint, I initially felt that the movement was maybe a little slow, but especially like in the icy areas, it makes sense because on some surfaces you will move faster and you need that level of control and precision. So I think it's not a negative. I think it is actually pretty much where it needs to be, considering the type of platform you've got. If you missed it earlier, the main bit of feedback I have was from a control perspective. I think you might just want to change the default from having jump followed by jump in the air to be a ground pound to be jump jump for hover, because I think that will match what people expect the controls to be compared to other games that have a hovering feature. Yeah, fam, we could change it in the options, but I would just say maybe consider changing what the default is, that it feels more natural. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, otherwise at least do some testing with some play testers if you can to see what the divide is. But you just said you've heard both sides, it's about 50%. Can't fault you on that then. If you've done the research and you've done some testing with a large enough audience, it's found it's 50-50, then all I will say is that I'm grateful that you included the opportunity to be able to change it. That's probably the best thing you could do. I'm trying to think what other constructive feedback that I've got. I think from a puzzle standpoint, it's actually pretty good. It's like even in the first area, there was a puzzle that got me stumped for a little bit, but that was just because my environmental awareness wasn't good enough. I don't know how complex the puzzles get later in the game, but if that first slice is anything to go by, you've definitely taken some notes out of like older top-down Legend of Zelda style dungeon design with how the rooms are constructed and will probably overlap and fold on each other with paths that, you know, you start in one spot but then loop back and go in a different direction, which I think is fantastic. It's the right choice for this style of game. If it does get exceedingly complex, it might be worth having some kind of hint system on the higher levels, but I think it just depends on the kind of game you're wanting to make. If you're wanting to make it more casual and accessible, then that would be something worth looking at. If you're not and you're wanting this to be like a more retro experience, leave it as is. The difficulty of the puzzles is pretty much about right. Usually if you can't solve it, it looks like it's because you either haven't explored properly or you just haven't tried combining things in the right way. So it feels like it's in a pretty good space. From a visual standpoint, it's got a strong visual identity. The characterization and the writing is pretty good. You have the strength of already starting with a well-established relationship, which love, by the way, that's great. I don't think I've got many negatives to say about the game. I would love to maybe understand a bit more of the world that we've crash landed on, but I'm assuming that probably comes through playing. Alistair, what do you think Game of the Year is for you so far? It's a good question. I don't think I have one yet. I don't think I've played anything that's strong enough that it falls into a Game of the Year position. But yeah, we didn't have anyone that actually was able to call bingo on this one. We didn't manage to get enough things. Just a shame. So last chance if anyone wants to use their points to call free spaces to be able to get themselves a bingo. But otherwise, we are going to move on to the next game. And thank you very much, he's a good friend, for stopping by and giving us an opportunity to actually have a conversation about your game. And thank you for reaching out and suggesting that I take a look at it, because I did enjoy my time with it. Very, very good. All right. I think it is time. Actually, let's have a look. Let's see if anyone is close to a bingo. Bring this up here. A few cards. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Henry just needs stamina. Anyone else one away? One or two away? Let's see. John needed UI as an eyesore and title drop. Didn't get either of those, I'm afraid. No luck on that one. Or on the diagonal, he needed a game engine logo. We did get borderless full screen, so John technically just needs game engine logo. We had borderless full screen. Pancake Sparkle was 2 away. We didn't get an upgrade system, no luck there. John is redeeming a free space. John, which game would you like? Which tile are you wanting to call? Are you getting your game engine logo? I'm assuming so. Orange Jamming, how do the games get chosen? So there's going to be 2 games today that I've selected myself based on what other people have recommended that we check out. Oh, John's going for lives. John, why are you going for lives? Are you helping Alistair? Hold on for a sec. Orange, to go back to your question, we're also going to be doing 2 games today that are going to be selected by the community. So we're going to have a look at what's in the For Me section in Steam Next Fest. We'll pick one of the pages on there, which usually has about 5 games on it. We'll have a quick look at each of them and then hold a vote to see which one of them you would like to see. Okay, so John has called lives. And they do have a bingo. We were calling it for Alistair. John just sacrificing their own bingo to give one to Alistair, who is... Are you AK? Oh, yes. Forgot to mark typo. Yes. So we get both of those. So you've got lives and typo. Got has a demo, jump, less than 200 reviews, and store page has gifts. That is indeed a bingo. Congratulations. There's your applause. And now you've got a choice to make, Alistair. We had this same choice come up yesterday, and I'm going to put you in some peer pressure, some societal pressure for this, because this was a 6x6. It's worth 2 points. Would you like to give one of your points to John for helping you get the bingo? Or do you want to keep both points for yourself? Or be entirely altruistic and give both points to John? I will let you decide how you want to split them up. They are technically your points, so if you don't want to split them, it's entirely within your rights. But also, I love how we're kind of accidentally starting like a friendliness rivalry here. I just saw Fuchs comment me like, no, I'm going to be so greedy. How dare you be friendly with other people and also gift them bingos? All right, Alistair has chosen to be greedy. They're going to use it to give some girlfriends some games. You know what? That's fine. I understand that. All right, you are the first one on the list for the month. Just get it fixed up here. I need to reset all of this. Actually, you know what? We'll just call you AK for short. I'm going to put 2 points on there. And then because I'm feeling generous, I'm going to give 1 point to John. Because that was such a lovely thing. And I always say that good deeds should be rewarded. So AK with 2 points and John L with 1 point. There we go. All right, that feels right. That feels right. Cool. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to spin the wheel to pick our next bingo size. We are going to be doing just a 5x5. Okay. No freebies on this one then. Drop this down, but it does mean that we have... Oh, this has changed. Hold up a second. That needs to be in the middle. I need to then move that to there. Things got shuffled around because we added and removed spaces. There we go. 200 reviews is back in the middle as the free space. We will scramble and clear everyone's card, so you'll be asked to refresh it and start again. Perfect. All right. And Matey 8, I hope you're... Actually, we won't need to be at the wheel just yet because we have to figure out what we're playing. So let's have a look. I want to see which of the tabs looks most interesting, and we'll pick one of those and vote on some games. Because this has actually changed slightly since we were looking at it yesterday. I'm not going to do this one because it's got Marathon in it. Screw that. This one maybe? What have we got? 0 Parades for Dead Spies. Altered Aona, which is a cyberpunk Metroidvania sci-fi dating sim. That's got my attention. Dive or Die, Children of Rain, which is an underwater Lovecraftian horror exploration. Shift at Midnight, which I feel like I have seen before. except it's multiplayer, and Aona, which seems to be some kind of like atmospheric puzzle platformer with a horror vibe. I think this could be an interesting one to hold a vote on. There's some interesting stuff here. Is Zero Parades the one, the follow-up from... Oh, what was it called? Oh no, I've blanked on it. Really popular CRPG that came out in the last couple of years. Disco Elysium. Yes, thank you, Tony. That is the one I'm thinking of. We are indeed going to do a vote. So give me a second to get this set up, and we're going to vote on which of these 5 games we want to play. I think there's some interesting ones here to look at. None of these are adult games, so we're good. We ran into that as an issue yesterday. All right, so we've got Zero Parades. We'll just do 0 for that one to keep it simple. We've got Altered Alma. Will be Alma. Dive or Die, which will just be Dive. We've got Shift at Midnight. Be Shift. And we've got Aona, which will be Aona. Aona? Aona. Who knows? So to get your votes in, because this will open in a second, it's just going to be exclamation vote space, and with starting with a capital, either 0, Alma, Dive, Shift, or Aona. All right. Get your votes in, and let's see what we're going to take a look at. This should be an interesting one. Alistair, FYI, don't buy Disco Elysium. The devs were kicked out of the company, and the company has had allegations. If you want to play it, buy a used copy and support the devs. I'll have to read up on that to find out what happens. That's surprising. Interesting stuff here, though. Streamlad's bot has the 3rd most XP. Yeah, it's because it's in the stream for each of them. I think myself and Streamlabs will always have the most XP on any of these. 3Mads, up, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. How has your productivity gone? Were you able to turn things around and make any progress yesterday? Or today? Whatever day it is for you? Zero Parade looks good, but I don't know how it'd be as a short checkout. Yeah, sometimes 30 minutes for like a fully fleshed out CRPG just isn't enough time to be able to do it justice and have a good look at it. There's something there. Alistair, not everyone has that access, unfortunately, you villain. Oh no, we're getting whole heroes and villain arcs in the background here. Sky, I'll link to a couple videos on the Disco Elysium stuff in the Discord. Thank you, yeah. I had heard that there was a bit of drama around that studio, but I don't know the details as to what happened or why. All I know is that Disco Elysium is regarded as one of the best CRPG games of all time, which is one hell of an achievement. We are currently tied between Alma and Dive or Die. So I'm gonna need you guys to break that. Actually, no, sorry, apologies. Aona is in the lead with 4 votes. It just doesn't appear on screen. All right, we'll give it just a second longer. And we'll close it out and see what we've got. Okay. Poll is closed. With 4 votes, Aona is the winner. So that's what we're going to check out. This should be interesting. All right. I like the vibes of what we've got going on here. It's giving me vaguely Little Nightmares vibes. Again, a series of games I have not played. I just know about. Aona. Okay. Mr. Inopportune, thank you for giving me the correct pronunciation on that. I appreciate it. All right. Dive into Aona's dark and strange tale. Survive the castle's dangers and Melusine, the evil fairy who rules over it, for she has waited so long for a soul to torment. Escape this cursed place with your loot, hoping to save your mother. So we've got less than 200 reviews, release date after 2020, same developer and publisher. and this is the only game that they're making at the moment, so only made one game. Yeah, I'm hoping it's a little nightmare-like. It seems to be it. Mr. Inopportune, is this your first stream that you've stopped by? Because if so, let me know if you've got any questions. But also, please let us know, because we have a bingo tile for the game that we're playing at the moment, which is new person in chat. So if it is your first time here, please let us know. What else? Okay, let's have a look at the trailer while we're finding this out. It is 48 seconds long, so trailer less than a minute. We can mark that one off. Bump this up a little. A super AC. We are really air conditioned in here. Graphically, this looks fantastic. Where have you guys come out of to have this level of quality on a first entry? Music vibes are spot on. Okay, it doesn't reveal too much about the game, but stylistically that looks great. Like the character design with like the covered mouth, the floppy like straw man-esque hat, and then the little marionette just for a little bit of intrigue. Interesting. Okay. So yes, trailer less than a minute. Can we figure out anything from the screenshots? It seems also like we grow up, because it's like a child version and like a more adult version. I don't see any health. There's no UI. So we can't get anything from that. It says it's similar to It Takes Two and Tomb Raider. Those games aren't even similar to each other. I'm gonna go with no. They are third-person puzzle platformers, technically, but incredibly different vibes. So that's a no-go. Do we get games suggested in chat? Yeah! You guys voted on this, so go ahead and mark that one off as well. Mr. Opportune, a few months ago on stream, but like the Alphabetical Steam series. Ah, okay. You jumped in for those ones. Your series has inspired me to go back and try all my bought games / go for as many achievements as I can. Up to 41% completed on 200-ish games. That's a pretty good ratio. Well done. I always say, like, the aim shouldn't be to necessarily, like, try and 100% complete everything in your library, because for some games, that's entirely impossible, because either, like, the achievements can't be gotten anymore, or they require hundreds of hours investment for it. So what's the point? My advice is always just play the game to what feels like a natural stopping point. And, you know, when you feel like you've experienced everything that the game's got to offer, and then move on to the next one. There's so many games out there worth experiencing. Limiting yourself in for arbitrary reasons is silly. I mean, you could argue that I'm doing that because I'm limiting the order in which I play them, but it's to play the things that don't normally get seen, right? Yeah, 41% completed on 200-ish games is impressive. Actually, let me just check real quick on my profile. Where am I at? 46% completion rate. Come on, bump up your numbers. I've got 59 perfect games. 15,000 achievements. Oh, we've played some terrible spam ones, that's for sure. I think I've got... Does it show me how many games I've got in my profile? I always forget where to see that. Oh, 521 games. Haven't played them all, though, but yeah, decent completion rate. Yeah, especially impeded by the DLC required achievements that aren't included already. The DLC achievements should not count towards your overall percentage completion if you don't own the DLC. Getting the DLC should unlock access to those achievements for the main percentage. I think it's a very silly setup. Great, I have over 1,000 hours on some games in my library. Cough, cough, Laboratory Corp. Lobotomy Corporation. Yeah. There's always going to be one or two games that, you know, you can always go back to. Hey, I'm sorry. I know we're getting off track, but for reference. Oh, look, Final Fantasy 14. Playtime, 2,866 hours. Yeah, I can't really talk about spending hours and hours in one single game. All right. Back to what we're meant to be looking for. Related games are unrelated. We can mark that one off. We have controller support. We do have additional languages. We do not have Swedish. We have Polish. We have French. We have Italian. We have German. We do not have Swedish. So no luck on that additional tile. Do we? We don't even have GIFs in the description. That's surprising. We do have a website, but we don't have a YouTube. That has not been updated. They've not updated the demo. Yeah, I did do all those cat games for the easy percents. You are correct, Mr. Opportune. And we might have some more ones like that coming up in the future. Not the same, but we'll have something similar. The word unique is not in the description. Oh God, I'm glad we're on a 5x5 because this is going to be a tough one. I don't think there's anything else we can get on here. We've seen the trailer, can't get anything from the UI. We've got a demo, obviously. It is 6.23 gigabytes. Okay, you guys are going to go do a Wordle. Enjoy some latency on stream, but you can do this. I believe in you. You can do a Wordle. You've got time. 6 gigs doesn't download instantly. Level 9 Druid, yeah, your game requires 2 15 hours completions to get the 100% achievement, and one of them is very cryptic. See, 15 hours isn't too bad. It's when you've got things that are like a 100-hour grind. That's just unnecessary. Sky, also, yeah, Steam needs to steal how PlayStation do trophies, split by DLC/base, and even can do updates if the devs choose. I feel like that makes a lot more sense. Sky has 9,500 achievements, 76 perfect games, 33% average completion rate. That's pretty good. Could get that completion rate up there a little more, Sky. Trying. Okay, there we go. Everyone should be catching up now. The download is done. Mr. Inopportune, yeah, especially am peeved by the DLC required achievements that aren't included already. They should definitely be there by default. It doesn't make sense. Alistair, you have 40 in Mugenics in a month. I need to get into Mugenics. I've heard really good things about it. I just don't know when I'm going to get time. It is on the wheel of potential games that we could land on when we do the regular wheel streams. So there is a chance that I'll get to play it sooner rather than later, but we'll see. Actually, sorry for the AFK. I was expanding lore for my dumb little augmented universe or alternative universe. No, that's fine. Multitasking for the win. John, there is a dev website and no unique. That is correct. Yes, we found a developer website, but unique was not in the description. I think no, Mediate's got that one. We've got developer website and file more than a gig on there. We've got both. Yeah, the game looks pretty polished. I'm keen to get into it. Agree. Have so many hours in The Sims and Minecraft. Don't know how many for Minecraft. Yeah, I don't think there's an easy way to measure it. I've definitely got at least hundreds, if not 1,000 hours in Minecraft, but I've not played it for a few years. Like, I think back around like 1.6, 1.7 was when I last played Minecraft. Level 9 Druid, yours has no grind. Game is linear mostly. So it's just 15 hours to complete, and you have to complete it through twice, I'm assuming for different endings. Good luck perfecting Gary's mod. That's impossible. But I did see someone post the other day saying that they did actually get the achievement for meeting Gary, or someone who's met Gary. Oh, one of the achievements is to get a royal flush combo in video poker arcade machines. Oh god, that does sound painful. 88, 40% completion rate with 232 games. Honestly, I would never stress about the completion rate because it's being measured by achievements, not by actual progress. Having a completion rate that sits above like 50, 60% means you're probably either playing games with really easy achievements or you're spending way too much time playing games. All right, come on, we've got 2 guesses left to get this Wordle. I believe in you. you know where some of the letters probably need to go. The R needs to be in either the 2nd or 4th position. The O, it's got 3 spots that it could go. Yeah, you only know 3 letters. You know an O, an R, and an N. You're gonna have to guess something to try and get this to work. Oh, there you go. Got scorn. Okay, you got the N in the right spot. So the O has to be in first. I believe you guys. O's got to be in first. And then the R. There's nowhere else for the R to go. So it's got to be O-R something something N. Right? I think. Yeah, it can't end in O-R-N. Feels like it ends in OR, but can't. We know it ends in an N for sure. It was organ! No! Okay, chat does not win Wordle today. Sad. Okay, I was just trying to check where the other cat had got to. She's fine. That moment where a cat vanishes and you're like, oh no, where's she gone? Alright, let's get into it. We've got a game to play. Aona. Let's have a look, see what it's all about. Pour some music. We don't need. I like him to actually say, yes, please use a controller for this. We know file size is more than a gig, so we don't need to check anything else there. Okay. Well, I feel like the chat might have been a little bit delayed. If you are watching the stream, make sure to refresh it so you can catch up to where we are. Just because I think you might be lagging about 30 seconds behind. 1190, I want to ask you something. Have you seen any game from the last 15 years which lets you make a screenshot and send it to your printer immediately? I can't say I have, no. Most games these days, if they have a screenshot mode, it'll just be letting you save a digital screenshot so that you can choose to print it later. I think probably the reason it's not implemented is most people don't have a printer in their homes these days. I've not owned a printer in the last 10 years. I did have one at one point, but I have no need for one now. If I actively need to print something, I will go to a library and print it there. Or to an Office Works or something like that. Alright. John, played double speed until it made single speed on its own. It's clever, clever. All right. Aona. Oh, okay, we're starting. Interesting. Controller is not working for that. What is happening here? Okay, that. Then move it. Okay, bit odd. We're going through the settings first. Okay, let's just double check. Language options. There is definitely no Swedish. VSync on. There's also no sound effects for moving things here. There's no windowed full screen. There's just full screen. We do have a volume slider, but we don't have separate volume sliders. Wow. We're missing out. Luminosity. Okay, now it's working. Just the brightness. So the hands and the logo are barely visible. That's going to be about there then. I think for you on stream, we'll bump it up just a little bit more so you're not in full darkness. There we go. Okay. For better gameplay experience, we recommend playing with the controller. Thanks for trying our demo. Hope you enjoy it. So far, I would say that the title screen kind of hits the right vibes, but it's missing any kind of sound effects when you move around the menu. So that could be tidied up just to make it feel a bit more premium. Fuke has a printer, but roommate is a music teacher and needs to photocopy stuff. That absolutely makes sense. Devil Nigeria, mine has no paper and no cartridges, so it's a scanner basically. I feel like people probably have more use for scanning and photocopying things than they do for straight up printing things. Daniel's got a laser printer instead. We print so rarely, it's the cheaper choice. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, how often are you printing things? Maple Tree Away, refresh causes me to see an ads, but yeah, good point. We'll do it so next time. Are you on YouTube or Twitch? You're on Twitch where that's happening. I didn't think Twitch was supposed to do that. Bug for the missing characters in the language selector. Actually, yeah, good point. That is a bug. Because this shouldn't have the question marks on it. So yeah, no, we'll call that a bug. We'll definitely call that a bug. And to be honest, I'm not surprised we're seeing bugs. These are demos. Like, that's gonna happen. Oh, we have resolution. I have no idea what resolution we're currently on, because it doesn't actually say anything here. Oh, there, 1920 by 1080 is highlighted, so it did not detect the correct resolution. Let's fix that. Yes, we will confirm. There we go. Yeah, menu design needs a little work, and quality is set to ultra. Fantastic. You know, I am going to actually bump it down slightly, because sometimes with 4K, it's a bit hard to stream and maintain 60 FPS as well. All right. Things are... like, the credits are locked. We can't... the credits are here, but we can't open them. Which is a shame. Because I was like, oh, fantastic. We can do that. Sky, Twitch shows pre-roll ads if you don't manually trigger enough per hour. We should be doing 4 ads per hour on Twitch, which I thought was the minimum to prevent that. I'll have to check that after the stream. John, your mother's family had a printing company and my father used to work for Kodak. Ink is in your blood. Probably not just metaphorically. There is probably at least a little bit. All right, new game. Let's start the timer. Let's see if this is good, shall we? Pick a file, any file. Aona. Loading. Oh, holy frame rate. We're watching a slideshow. There we go, it's caught up. Just loading in things. So we pulled out a doll, looked at it, and then put it away. We have a jump. Confirmed. We have a crouch. We have a run button, so we have a sprint mechanic. Oh, I thought this was a side-scroller. No, it's a fully 3D environment. I am a moron. I was like, oh, that's some lovely, like, depth perception that's going on. Look at that, like, the scrolling background. Then I just run into a fence. Oh, good lord, I'm an idiot. Okay. I walk this lonely road, the only road that I have ever known. John is redeeming a free space. What free space are you redeeming, John? Ray found an interesting game called Schrodinger's Cat Burglar. What does that mean? How do you be a Schrodinger's cat burglar? Are you stealing or are you not? Or are you just not stealing if you get caught? John has redeemed Grail loses it, so everyone can mark off Grail loses it and redeem something. John, are you also calling bingo? Mediate, you were just looking through some of the demos and found one called Women's Simulator with AI pictures. That's terrifying. There we go. John is calling bingo. Let's go take a look, shall we? Quick size of that up. There we go. Few cards. Let's verify. Do we have a bingo? John, where are you? John. There. Okay. They haven't marked it off yet, but they did call Grail loses it as the free space. So we have got that one. We have got Jump. We have got less than 200 reviews. We did have a developer website, and we did have additional languages. That is a bingo. John doing very well today. Yeah, that game sounds absolutely miserable, Matey8. That's one of those ones where you look at it and go, why does this exist? Who thought this was a good idea? All right, 1 bonus point for John there. That's going to put you up to 2. All right. Alistair and John are doing a great job of kicking off the bingo for this month. Oh, woman sim is just misogyny. 100% is. You wouldn't make a game called that without going, yes, this is going to be an outlet for all the misogyny I feel. Yeah, it just sounds miserable. Woman Simulator is about washing dishes and being constantly anxious also from the description. Wow. Oh, cool. Way to put women into a bucket. Okay, gonna go try out some of my demos. Be back for the next game, Graeldon. Thanks for being background noise. Not a problem at all. It is my pleasure to be background noise. Are points for anything other than just flexing? Orange, yes they are. You must have missed the very start of the stream. Basically, every point is one entry into a prize draw that we do at the start of the next month, where we give away Steam gift cards. So we had, with the prize draw at the start of today's stream, Sky won $100 gift cards, and I think it was, ooh, I'm going to mess it up. I can double check. I think it was Hydrolitsiny that got the 50. My memory is terrible, so please forgive me. Yes, Hydrolitsiny got 50, Mediate got 10, Solikism got 5. So we give out a handful, depending on the number of additional like followers and subscribers and things that we get over the course of the month as well. All right. Bro was in my discovery queue Steam. What are you trying to tell me? Oh no, yeah. Why is that in your discovery thing? All right, carrying on. 28 minutes to check. Oh God. Okay. I probably should have seen that coming. They did say it's a horror game. Jump on edges with A and press right trigger to climb it. Why do I need to press right trigger as well? Not just let me... I don't need to. I just climbed with pressing A. Any hidden things down here? No. Okay. I don't know what right trigger does, but I don't need to use it. I just press forward and I climb. Ah, it must be here. Yes, right trigger to grab things like high ledges. Yeah, cool, yeah, destructive environment, technically. Once the bingo has been won, though, there are no secondary winners. You can keep marking them off for fun if you want, but the bingo has been called, so it resets until the next game. Alright, I might need to bump the sound back up a little bit for you guys. Yeah, now you can hear the footsteps. I'm getting better at figuring out the audio levels. Okay. Big creepy mansion. Why are we here? Hey, look at that. It didn't tell us how to pull boxes, but I figured it out. Right trigger to grab things with the little handsies. Okay. Why are we here? Why are we breaking into this place? What is the context for all of this? Like, presentation-wise, this looks pretty good, but you're giving me nothing for why we're here. Alright, alright. Why'd you decide to throw that off the balcony, huh? Someone could get hurt. Didn't think about that, did you, huh? Nothing hiding here? Ah, at least give us some free items. Hey, trying to win a bingo on VOD is fun, you know. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there are people that are watching and they play bingo just for the fun of it to see if they win or not. More power to you. I should have named your character Context again for some context. True. I didn't have an opportunity to name the character, though. 400 points to redeem in the game? I think it's 500. I think we just made it a nice round 500. Alright, excuse me. Let me just stand on your table for a second. I'm sure you didn't want to eat any of this at any point in time. I know how furniture works. Look at me. I'm comfortable. This chair right here, I am just floating slightly above the cushion. I've never been allowed to sit on anything in my entire life. Also, fun fact, your body never actually touches anything. It's literally impossible. Everything is electrical signals. No, I will not elaborate further. Do with that information what you will. That's a ladder? Press and hold right trigger to climb on the ladder. That is not a ladder, but okay. Something very bad definitely happened here. Alright. So I could go that way. Can I not climb this? That's not a ladder. That other thing was a ladder, but that's not a ladder. Okay, sure. Yes. Animal heads on the wall. Oh, this small barrier and thing full of bottles is stopping me. I can't possibly jump over it. Oh, so dreadful. Wait, hey. Excuse me. Please stop. Ow. Am I just straight up dead? Okay, there's no health in this game. If you get hit by something, you just die. Good to know. But we're gonna walk slowly and carefully. Oh, what? That would have been enough to, like, slightly graze the back of my head. That should not have killed me. Hang on a sec. If we just let that, like, dangle, is this gonna kill me? No. Okay, but if I push this, is that gonna kill me? No. Wow, game. Okay. I see. We're playing favorites with the bad guy. Donk. Oh, look, it's a ladder that I can't climb despite being told how to climb ladders. Make up your mind, game. Can I climb ladders or not? Also, I completely forgot that was there and almost got killed a second time. Magic, John. Definitely magic is what's raising the chandelier to fall. That or ghosts. Can I climb this ladder? No. Of course not. That's silly. Can I open this door? No. Mysterious glowing purple thing. I cannot interact with it. Well, fine. You just stay there then. Oh, we can climb that ladder? No, I want to use the door. Screw you. Door. Nope. Oh, okay. Never mind. Fine, down the ladder we go. Well, turns out that was a single-use ladder. Now, have you ever been to your local... What are they called in America? The Bunnings here in Australia, but... Oh, God, I used to live next to one. Local home improvement store. You go and buy their disposable ladders. They let you climb up onto the roof, but you can never climb back down again. Well, this looks mighty foreboding. Do you ever get the feeling that you're meant to be dodging something? I'm guessing I shouldn't stand in the purple light. Just, I have a hunch. Alright, we'll just hang out here for a sec. Thank God these things... Oh! That counted. What was it? Hang on, let's see that again. Oh, wonderful. It's a little spider thing. Like a little spider marionette that just jumps onto your back. Okay, go that way. I go past this way. Can't hide in there. Nope. Alright, so what's the timing to get past this then? When that's up there, I can probably run through. Because I can't go now. We go... Nope. Maybe I need to duck behind the thing then. I was too tall. Let's try it on this side. If I duck here... Yeah, you didn't see me. Okay, my theory is right. That should work. Oop, don't go now. Oh, of course, I can't climb up over any of this. No. Alright, we hide here. Perfect. Now we go. Because they can, of course, only see what's in that little spotlight. Heaven forbid. Okay. Go on it. We're gonna hide here. Yeah. Where am I going here? I have to get over there to the left. Somehow. Like a good way to be made dead. Looks like we can hide right here though. Go. Right. Why do I even want to be up here? This looks like the thing that you should stay so far away from. Oh yeah, just do a little crouch sneak walk across that. No one will see you in that spotlight. Okay. Telekinesis, got it. Where were we hiding that? Oh, goodbye, soul. Okay. Cinematic animations are not amazing, but it tells the story. And now we're this little dude who moves very slowly. And we're also, for some reason, not on the stage anymore. Who knows how we got here? Not important. Please tell me we get to use the little catapult. Find the wheel to repair it. Okay. Absolutely. I can see a wheel up here. Is this what I need? No? Oh wait, I can climb the books. Oh, look at him go! Little climbing animation. Get there! Yeah! I believe in you. Also, we can just climb that bit for no reason. Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, tell me about the grappling mechanic right after I jump off a thing, huh? Why to throw the grappling arm? Okay. Grappling arm. And... hey! Alright, we can manage. Right trigger to pick up an object. I am pressing the right trigger. Oh, we had to slowly walk around to the front to get it. Okay. Right, we'll pop that there. Well, it's a shame though, because they very clearly have a wheel on this little carriage thing here. If the wheel is meant to be the important thing, don't put the wheel there, because I can't take that. Alright, we'll pick that up. And no. Okay, we're just going to put it back down again. Sure. Come on. Wheel. Over here. There we go. We fixed it. Okay, please. I need to get into this thing. No? Ah. What do you mean? Oh, I have to move it. Okay. I was hoping I'd get flung by the catapult. Come on, game. You can't put a catapult in like that and then not fling me with it. That's incredibly disappointing. Oh. He seems friendly. You know what? I think we're just going to leave you alone. Alright, we've got a chest. We've got a key up there. Can we jump our way up? Onto the chair? Onto the chair. There we go. Me the key. Thank you. Let's just slowly take it back. So what's going to be in here that we need? Oh, there's the thing for the catapult. Okay. Ooh. All right. Devs, you need to make the animations faster. Everything feels very clunky. Henry, no worries. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great rest of your day. Appreciate you being here. Super Tony, I agree. It does seem to be Little Nightmares like. Robo looked up the devs of that woman sim game. They're exactly the type of people I thought. Yeah, I mean, are you really surprised? Okay, how do I... oh, there we go. Hold it to interact. We got him! Hang on a sec. Oh, can I reset it? Can I do it again? Oh! I mean, technically the animation plays again. Oh, there we go. It reset that time. It didn't reset before. Ah, but it doesn't let me pick up the ball anymore, so no, we can't do it more than once. Fine, I'll just jump over your unconscious body on my way through. Don't mind me. high up there. Okay. What are you doing? Are you blind? Just feeling around. Seriously? Do I have to jump your hands? No? Oh. No, that was wrong. What a weird animation. Go, quickly. Oh, she got me already. I was like, maybe if I'm fast enough. No. I'm so disappointed by this. The game's doing, like, several things right. And several things so very, very wrong. Oh, I can just jump over that way? What? Hang on. What? You've got to be kidding. Can I pick this up? No. Can I pick... I can pick this up. I have to distract her. Got it. Yeah, so I can jump down this way and I could go for a run. But then I just magically get picked up. Like, no, death animation time. You shouldn't be over there. So instead, what we're going to do is push this off and act as a distraction. Go get it. You heard a noise. Go on. Who knows what it could have been? It wasn't little old me. Oh, God. Do I have to climb? I have to climb up this. Okay. Am I grappling from here? Oh, no, we're just falling off the books. There we go. Grapple. A grapple is a cute idea. It barely works. Excuse me, I'm just going to take this cross while you're not looking. You definitely did not hear that thud. Oh, nope, she did. Never mind. And now she's not even where she was before. Best jump ever. What? Oh, good lord. I had such high hopes for this game. It has disappointed me at every turn. There we go. So she does hear that. Surely she would see me. Hi. Yep, that's your cross. It's been there the whole time. Oh, yep, okay, just walk away from it. Your wonderful, precious cross that you got very annoyed about when I stole from you before. You're just gonna leave it right there? Alright. Well, don't mind me. I'll just take that and, be on my way, I guess. Bye. Yeah, seems like a lovely place. Wait, oi! What? Okay. Look, I like the spaces that they've crafted. Like from an environmental design aspect. They're very nicely laid out and feel... Ah! I should have got past that. Like, fairly well thought out. At the same time, like... Come on. Be better. Alright, why is it letting me... Oh, I see. I can jump on there, and then I can jump into one of the boxes. Alright, come around. Yeah, definitely understand now why they didn't show the gameplay. It is clunky at best. Yep. Okay, cool. You put a thing on there that doesn't actually go on there. Makes perfect sense. Bye, Mr. Guard. Alright, at what point do I want to jump out of this is the question. God. I'm ducking! You can't see me! Okay, it put me in the second room. I think. So the guy should be up there. Oh, look! Hands! Okay, the fact that those don't reach out and grab me is disappointing. Okay, he's hanging out up there. We're just gonna run this way. Yep, that works. Honestly, given what they set up before, I was expecting more, like, parkouring around rooms to try and avoid things. Oh, yes, because why would we have a barrier on a balcony that connects on this side but doesn't connect on this side? There's not even like a little bit on the bottom to show where it was connected before it broke. It's just not there. John, curious that my comment on disappointing your parents didn't make it onto the video stream in the chat. That is unusual. I don't know why it didn't make it there. Fiuk, how long do I wait on a loading screen? Think your game's frozen. You should never have to wait too long. Where am I? Why am I connected? How? Game! No! How am I connecting a grapple to that? Is this going directly through the wood? At least put the grapple point on, like, the far end of the plank or something. But also, this is the most illogical point to put a grapple on because it's a plank that's not connected to anything. As soon as you put weight on the far... Oh, wait, no, hang on. I take it back. I can't tell if those are buttons or if it's actually nailed in because the buttons seem to be floating. If they're meant to be representing nails, they've done a very bad job of it because you've nailed it into another piece of furniture. Because in theory, I would just stand on the end of this and the whole thing would tip over. Okay, we are going down and trying... Yep, that's how swinging works on a grapple. Absolutely. This is how all of this should work all of the time. I see nothing wrong with that at all. God, how far over to the right could we go? Doesn't look like there's anything over there. Whee! Okay. See, this is what you should do. There's actually a little broken bit of the metal barrier there. Fantastic. Good. Why'd you get it right in one place and wrong in everything else? Okay. Go up this way. Also, very illogical balconies. They're all different heights. Floors are usually built to be, I don't know, level? Visually, looks cool. Logically, makes 0 sense. Okay, I can't jump up there. Got it. I'm guessing we go up this way. Ignore my giant purple glowing marionette thing on my back. It's definitely not suspicious. Oh, we're back on the stage. Okay. We've found our corpse. So the corpse stayed there, but the puppet got thrown away? Hey, it's me! Alright, now what I'm hoping is there's going to be a mechanic that allows you to switch between the puppet and the human, depending on like where and what you need to explore. Because that would be cool. The game doesn't do that and it's only situational. Boo. Okay, okay. Mamu, won't be able to stay long, but jumping in to say hi and watch a little bit of the stream. Thank you for jumping in. I hope you're having a good day. It sounds like life's been busy for you. Alright, let's get ourselves back on out here. All of the weird little pink spotlight things are gone now, and we can just run straight down the middle. Oh, okay. Why to take the puppeteer cross out? Select the puppet with left stick and confirm with A. Okay. Select a second puppet with left stick and press A to switch their souls. Why would I want to do that? I mean, I get that it's given me the ability to do it. Oh, because he's the murderous one that's just stabbing the toy and the other one's not. Okay. So I guess if I got too close, he would have stabbed me, probably. Okay. I think we died. That is the end of the demo. Oh, okay. Let's wrap up some thoughts on this one. I think from an artistic and environmental perspective, the theme looks quite good. It's not outright like gratuitous horror, but the vibes are there. It's atmospheric, I think is the word that I'm looking for. The sound design is a bit lacking. The background music is pleasant and it fits the theme, but again, it's not particularly memorable. It's just not intrusive. The sound effects, though, hit and miss. Most of them didn't quite hit the mark. They weren't as impactful as they should be. Mechanically, I think, is where this game is struggling the most at the moment. A lot of the controls aren't snappy enough. They don't feel responsive. It feels like there is a lag time between inputting on something and it actually playing out on screen, which just doesn't make it feel pleasant to control, unfortunately. The physics on some things don't make sense. The visual language of what things you can and can't interact with isn't fully consistent either. If you're going to make it so it's a 3D explorable environment, you have to treat the mechanics of it all consistently. Either I can climb things or I can't. It's frustrating when I can only climb things when you say so. If you only want me to climb things when you say so, you're going to have to do some kind of visual language to make that happen. Like how, and I hate that it's become a trope, but like Uncharted or Assassin's Creed will mark ledges in a way that lets you know you can interact with them. It's like how you implemented ladders early on in this, right? If you want ladders to be the thing that indicate when you can or can't climb something, only have ladders visible if you can climb them. Don't put in non-climbable ladders because you're teaching a player that nothing is consistent. I think that's probably the thing that's letting it down the most at the moment. This game's got a long way to go. The idea is okay. It doesn't have enough plot to kind of set things up, but that's probably just because this is a short snippet demo and they didn't have time and capacity to be able to do it. This is a very middle of the line entry for me so far. Mamamoo, so far, one of my favorite demos. I'd have to give it to Curse Chapters for the best demo so far, I think. That one was just solid from start to finish, even though it was quite short. A lot of the others have been a bit hit and miss. And also, we don't have a... Oh, there we go. There's Quit. All right. We're out of that one. That one we actually finished a little early. Doesn't happen too often. Okay, I'm hoping, though, that we're about to go into something good, because we're not going to be voting on the next game. We're going to go straight into it, because it's one that's been on my queue. And that is, I want to have a look at People of Note. This one was recommended to me. So, first thing we're going to do is refresh the bingo. Go. And we're going to spin again. Let's see what we've got. We're doing a... Ooh, we're going big. We're doing a 7x7. Okay, this could be anyone's game. We've got 200 reviews. Just the free space in the middle. Nice. Yeah, Sky, it was a real abrupt end for no particular reason. Mamma, you've really enjoyed Altered Olma and Ratchet DX. We actually nearly played Altered Olma. We ended up playing this one instead. It didn't win the vote. Want 1348 EX photo. Oh, sorry, yes. The Witch's Bakery actually was a pretty solid demo as well. I found it was a little verbose, but mechanically and aesthetically speaking, it ticked all the boxes. I hope it does well. Witch's Bakery was good fun. I forgot about that one. Okay, 7x7 is set up. Matey 8, I hope you are ready at the wheel. People of Note. Let's have a look, shall we? In this turn-based RPG musical, join Cadence as she recruits an ensemble of musicians on her quest for stardom. Experience turn-based combat like never before, where each battle is a musical performance with evolving combat conditions and genre-bending mashup attacks. Oh yes, thank you, Sky. Don't forget to scramble the cards. I did forget. It should have scrambled because we changed the size anyway, but I think that means that technically we can go ahead and mark off Grail misses something important straight away. We've got less than 200 reviews, release dates after 2020. What was the other thing I was going to say? We actually have RPG / turn-based, which was a new tile that just got added for today's stream. That should all be refreshed now. We should be good. Oh, you hadn't seen Solar Voltage. Oh, we did play Solar Voltage earlier today. That one was solid. Interested to see the direction it goes in, if it's able to keep evolving its mechanics, but pretty solid start. This is developed by Iridium Studios, who have done a couple of other games before the Echo, and there came an Echo, and now People of Note. So a lot of musical themed games. Interesting. Published by Annapurna, who I think did a couple of other ones that I'm familiar with. Yeah, Outer Wilds. There we go. Lego, Wheel World. Wheel World caught my eye. I do want to check that out. That looks interesting. Oh, they did To a T. Yes, that's why I recognize their name. Annapurna. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes that I need to play at some point. Have I tried the Burden Street Station demo yet? I have not. There came an Echo devs. Yes, this is the same devs. All right, so what else do we have? Let's have a look at the trailer, shall we? This is the reveal trailer. We actually have some voiceover. It is 1:15, but we'll see where it actually ends.
KRX Cordia, top of the hour. That's right, folks. It is here, the Noteworthy Song Contest, kicking off at the grand stage tonight.
If I'm gonna win, I need something different, something new.
I gotta be better.
It's a lot of purple.
I gotta be better than this. I gotta go get it. I gotta put everything in. I'm treading water instead of getting stronger, and I don't know why.
We're gonna need more than 2 people for a full band.
Hold up a second. I recognize that voice. Oh god, it's what's his name from Critical Role? Matt Mercer. That was 100% Matt Mercer. Also, they've written like entire songs for this game.
We can combine different genres together.
I wanna be under the lights. I wanna be thunder and lightning.
And the music's not bad. Yeah, magic for sure. Okay, turn-based combat. Looks like we can definitely mark off cutscene. There's no way those are real-time events. All right. Go ahead and mark off OST and soundtrack slaps, because that's pretty good. That's pretty good. What else can we tell from here? We've got HP. We do have abilities. Don't know if we have an inventory yet. Did we see dialogue boxes in the trailer? I feel like we did. Well, no, they were talking. Maybe we didn't. Hang on. Am I imagining things? Let me just go back through. No, there was no dialogue boxes there. Ah, all right. Says it's similar to Final Fantasy X and Divinity Original Sin. I'm actually going to say yes, that is related. Final Fantasy X is a great comparison. Obviously, we've got a demo. It's been wishlisted by 5 people, so wishlisted by a friend. Has got controller support. It has got, do we count this? Playable without QuickTime events, color alternative subtitles. Yep, it's got accessibility options. We have additional languages. We do not have Swedish. No luck on that one. Yeah, no Swedish. Would have been a shame if a game about music still had a bad OST. Yeah, honestly, it probably wouldn't be the first time, but yes, it would be disappointing. The ESRB rating is not on their page because Steam is strict about that. Huh. I had no idea how strict they were about those things. Let's have a look. What else we have? A developer website. We don't have a developer YouTube. Has the demo been updated? No, the demo has not been updated. It is perfect. Oh, it's on multiple platforms. Yes, perfect. Okay, we can mark off multiple platforms. Maple Tree, hey Grail, you've sent messages this stream, so are you technically a game suggester in chat? Yes, I am. Go ahead and mark off game suggester in chat. We've got GIFs in the description. Excellent. Do we have unique? We do. Combine the unique musical genres of your team members to unleash electrifying musical mashup attacks. And explore, note, a massive world where each genre of music is represented by a completely unique environment and culture. These better be unique environments that I've never seen before in a game. I mean, so far we've got forest and we've got city. And I have to tell you, I have seen those before. Haven't got any Steam friends that have played the game. No, I've only got them wishlisted. Maple Treeway found the dev YouTube channel does exist, just not linked. You have to message them, leave a comment saying, please put it on Steam. And we're not going to give the tile if it's not on the list here. We decided we're going to narrow it down a few streams ago just to keep it consistent. All right, I'm going to get this downloading. You guys are going to go to the holding screen because this is 16 gig. Please enjoy some buffering because it's going to happen and there's nothing we can do about it. Good luck. May God have mercy on you. There's literally nothing else we can do while it is buffering. It is what it is, I'm afraid. Check the music back on. I mean, thank God my download speeds are fast. Hope I didn't just jinx it. There we go. Oh, there we go. It did manage to send to YouTube as well. So slow. John, yeah, your message didn't come through, but I just saw it. On the Behind the Voice Actors website, it doesn't list Matt Mercer. It does have Jason Miller and Erika Ishii, though. Erika Ishii I know from Dropout as well. Jason Miller rings a bell. Interesting, it must be a Matt Mercer sound-alike then. Richard, yeah, you've already wishlisted it for sure. I'm curious about this one. This could be good. There's another one that came as a recommendation from a friend, so I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. That's not buffering too much for once. Oh, thank God. We didn't completely break it this time. And you got it. It was cross. Holy cow. You actually got it even before the download finished. It's almost done, so we'll switch back. Go ahead, mark off, got the Wordle. Chat wins Wordle. We've got like 300 megabytes left to go. Erika Ishii, the Monarch. Erika was the voice actor for the protagonist in Ghost of Tsushima? No, Ghost of the new one that came out. The new Ghost of game that I've Ghost of Yotai? Yotai. Yeah, Yote, that one. I got there. Nicely done for getting the Wordle. Fixed Card Expo, is there a cooldown between redeem free spaces? I think there's a 1 minute cooldown between them. We did set it up there before. Is the UI cluttered? Don't personally think so, but I could see the argument. We will find out now that we're getting into it. We'll make the call on whether or not it's cluttered. Music, you can pause, go away. Let's have a look. There was a lot going on screen, but I don't know if it was cluttered. I haven't played any of the Ghost of games, by the way. Again, another one that I want to play, but just have not found the time for. We'll get there eventually. Was she the mocap actor? I don't know. If she was, that just raises it another level up, in my opinion. All right, this is not filling me through hope. There we go. Okay, we have an epilepsy warning. Good. Glad they included it. Oh, stream is okay. We're good. We're good. All right. Settings looks fine. Main menu looks good. There's a movement. It shows the world. It's got personality. Okay. Music's building. Okay. Have a look. Gameplay. Let's check the languages here. It is what it said. There is no Swedish. Vibrations will turn on. Voice and text. So we have got a subtitle option there if we want to. Cutscene autoplay. Text speed. Equip treasure prompt. Don't know what that does, but we'll leave it on. Rhythmic timing. Rhythmic offset. It is a rhythm game. Technically. Musical subtitles. Whether or not subtitles are displayed during musical numbers. We'll leave that on. Detected the correct resolution. We have a borderless window option, but it doesn't support 4K. That's interesting. We're going to turn that music down a touch. But the music, like, if this is your title music, we should be good. Overall quality, ultra, sure. Well, here we go. Separate sound sliders. Excellent. Controls. Rebindable. Excellent. Love to see it. Rebindable controls, separate sound sliders, detected correct resolution, and we've got a borderless window mode as well. It did not default to window. That might be a tile we choose to remove. And by we, I mean you may choose to remove because it doesn't come up too often. Captain Gasman, the other My Games are not getting any dubs at all. That was a bit of a shame. Ooh. Okay, drop the beat there. Nice. Casey thought Ghost of Tsushima was great. Wish I had a way to play the sequel. What do you mean, wish you had a way? Is it just funds that's the issue? Or is it hardware that's an issue? Feels like the kind of game that later this year will probably be able to pick up on a good sale. Oh, PS5 exclusive. Oh, boo. No worries. I'm sure it'll come to Steam eventually. If they brought Horizon Zero Dawn to Steam, then I'm sure it'll come to Steam eventually. Does it have original music? Yeah, this has an OST for sure. All right, here we go. Let's get this started. We'll do it as, yeah, rising talent, challenging but fair, intended difficulty. Sure. Puzzles on. Would you like to calibrate audiovisual timing? Yep. Hit the confirm button on the beat. Keep pressing until the calibration quality is high. Okay. I have no idea if I'm doing it right or not because it doesn't have a visual for the beat. So that is actually expecting you to listen to it. And we are straight in. Okay, we do not have camera controls. No, I can't turn back now. I couldn't possibly. That was not the best calibration mechanic I've seen. So my immediate feedback to the dev would be, if this is going to be a game that requires rhythmic input based on visuals, you need to show the visuals in your calibration. Go have a look at oh god, what was it called? It was one of the, oh no, why am I doing so bad with names today? All I can think of, it was the Rift of the Necrodancer. That one. Rift of the Necrodancer did it really well. Go take a look at that. It'll give you an idea of what it should look like. That was basically a gold standard for that kind of setup. Yes, dialogue box. Absolutely. That is a dialogue box. That calibration was way too much for hardcore rhythm gamers. Nah, it was perfect. Cadence, an up-and-coming pop star in the city of Cordia, has a dream: win the upcoming Noteworthy Song Contest and finally take a place atop the charts. Unfortunately, her audition was met with stiff resistance from Councilman Sharp, who seems to have it out for our talented young star. To make it to the finals, she's journeyed to the rock city of Durandus to try something no one's ever heard of before, combining her pop sound with that of classic rock. But convincing these guys won't be easy. Fyuk is redeeming a free space. Everyone can mark off redeem something. What space are you wanting to redeem for, Fyuk? Calling default to window. Okay, everyone gets to mark off default to windowed mode as well. I know, as much as I'm not a fan of these kinds of recaps like this, I'm assuming this is here because you would actually play through this in the game, but for the purpose of the demo, they've basically cut out all of the prologue and putting you straight into the action. I think for a demo, probably a smart move. Movement, also love how like fast you move in this game. I can tell that there's going to be some great environments to explore. Okay, can't interact with any of that. I've got no other controls other than moving at the moment. Hey, actual people. Can't talk to them though. It's up to you. Hey, you look like you play rock. Do you think you'd be interested? Kid, I don't know what you're on about, but I gotta focus on my stuff. I'll talk to you later. Gotta find a teacher. Is this Durandus? Hit your head or something? Yeah, it's Durandus. Yeesh. But it's so broken. We prefer the term fractured. Look, some of us have taste and we don't want to be around anyone who doesn't. Alright, this place feels like a straight out of Mad Max. Yeah, we're straight into chapter 2, between some rocks and a hard place. We have skipped over all of the prologue. Wow, what a view. This place is incredible. But first things first, gotta find someone who can really play. I mean, I can hear music coming from somewhere. It sounds kind of heavy. Sorry, ma'am, you have to come back later. On behalf of the Grunge District, we're completing tests to determine whether or not this bridge is architecturally sound. City of rock music, isn't it? Everything here architecturally sound? No, seriously, it's for your own safety. Fine. The music going to get louder as I move in the correct direction? That's smoke. Is the homestead making trouble in the metal district again? The homestead? Also, yeah, these are some great puns here. Maple Trio, that's a nice detail. I found instead of just a triangle or whatever, the thing that connects the character and the dialogue box is a bass clef. Oh, I missed that. Hang on. Let's take a look at the next conversation. Alright, we found them. Oasis stage. It is a bass clef. You're right. That's lovely. To be honest, it feels like lazy writing when they do the... Actually, the preferred term is X when it's a fantasy setting. Yeah, no one really says that in real life. You're right. I don't know if it's super lazy. I think it's a way of kind of working around things. But it does kind of like pull you out of the immersion just a little. Is that smoke? Well, I'm sure someone's got a handle on it. Do they? This place is just gonna burn down. Hey, is there like an academy around here maybe? Somewhere I could learn the basics of rock? An academy? What is this? Archaea? You find a rocker and you convince them to teach you. That's it. Master and apprentice. Oh yeah, we're going to the School of Rock. Well, would you be interested? No. 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 Alright. Let's watch these people, see what we can learn. Ooh. Stylistic. Is there meant to be some dialogue here?
Get off the stage!
There we go. Wow. If you were gonna heckle someone, don't heckle people that look like they could beat you up. There is no jump yet, unfortunately, Sky.
Wait, why? What'd she do?
Playing that crap in this part of town? This is metal territory.
I'll turn that up a little bit for all of you.
What's metal?
You might want to exit stage left, kid.
Just a little more.
No, I'm serious. I don't know.
Stage left.
Let me know if that's high enough for you. It looks like it should be, but I can always bump it up a little bit more if we need to. Yeah, I think we were just listening to the music. Not the friendliest vibes. I better ask around a bit more. Okay, and this may be a little too loud here. Sound balance isn't quite right. Let's put that down a bit. Oh, hang on. Wait a sec. We have equipment. Dire Freak provides an incredible boost with proper breath support. Fashion is a flak jacket. Guarantees no loss of protection. And a biopic. Huh. Interesting. Really says something about a person. Why does it say minus 14? Oh, okay. Goes down. It's comparative. Okay. That's cool, but yep, we've got equipment. I think this is an upgrade system? I can't tell, because I don't know what I'm looking at. These are song stones. There's tutorials. There's a quest. Okay. Hey, do you know a ton about metal? Of course I do. Born and bred here in the metal district. I ate scrap for lunch growing up. You think you might be willing to give me lessons? I'm trying to learn how to rock. Oh, no. I can tell straight away. You don't have the spark, kid. Metal ain't for you. Yeah, well, you're lame too. Is it really that bad if punk plays here? Isn't it all rock? That's like saying it's all music. What's the difference? Come on, it's obvious. Metal is thrash, punk is trash. I guess? I kind of feel that. I'm no expert when it comes to that kind of music, those genres. Ooh, groove. Okay, we've got a currency. Groove has to be the currency, right? We haven't really had a tutorial yet, so I don't know if it's good. Remix stones, instruments, fashion, accessories, key items. Yeah, that had to have been a currency. Yeah, down the bottom there, that's got to be grooves. Merch! Get your merch here! Tell people who you like. If they don't agree, they're wrong. Yeah, I would say so far the writing is just okay. It's not brilliant. Also, is that another chest out there? I can just go on stage and steal that. Yoink. I found a petticoat. Sure. Is it any better? Duke is redeeming another free space. What are you redeeming this time, my friend? So she was in the wrong districts, but she wanted to be up on stage anyway. I can relate to that. Yeah, they just let anyone on that stage. That's cool. The pickpocket. The shop has the best instruments. Fuke has redeemed jump. All right, everyone gets to mark off jump now as well. Oh, and Fuke has called bingo. Let's have a look, shall we? Is this going to work properly? I thought we had that in 4K resolution. I have to double check what's going on there. Pausing the timer. Ooh, Sky was one away. Just wasn't purchased by a friend. The corner store. Yes, here we are. Fuke. Fuke has managed to get release date after 2020. Chat wins Wordle. Accessibility options. Less than 200 reviews. Wishlisted by a Steam friend. Jump and defaults to window mode. Hang on a second. Yes, no, we did that as a free space. So that is a bingo. Holy cow. Fuke coming in hard with the 7x7. That is 3 points for you, my friend. Let me go and log that. And we need to put you on the top of the list. Okay. Fuke there and here as well. What I will say so far is the background music in the game is pretty good. It's not my preferred genre of music, but it seems like they're doing it justice. Like, they're not half-arsing the music. It's good on them. Fuke spent 81 points to get bingo, but it might have been worth it. The points are worthless if you don't spend them on anything. Alright, thank you very much, Mediate. You can clear off that bingo now. Did pay to win, technically. You deserve for spending so much, but damn, I was finally so close to actually getting a 7x7 without free spaces. It was pretty close, to be honest. As a metal fan, this just sounds like background noise. This is why I'm glad we've got people like you here. It's like, I mean, to be fair, it probably is meant to be background noise because it is just like atmospheric music for the area. So I'm not expecting anything crazy, but it feels like it's setting the tone correctly. All right, timer needs to restart. The shop has the best instruments in town. They focus on guitars, of course, but they've got some mics for the lead vocalists. All right, that's cool. I don't want to go shopping. Let's go and progress some story in the Scholastic Library. Wow. Okay. To kill a rocking bird. I am a little worried that this game is like just going all in on music puns and not doing much else. We'll find out. Hi, you good there, Panda? Yeah? Still a little clean. She's fine. Alright. What the? Something's going on up ahead. Excuse me? I'm just going to go and check this out. Is that a kangaroo with knives in its back? And cowboys playing the banjo. Alright, alright. What? This just went up a level. These cutscenes need a little bit of extra work.
The homestead! Just get out of their way!
Okay.
What do they want?
Yeah, what do they want?
Wait!
Who are you? You don't look like you're from round these parts.
Voice acting's not bad.
Is that a problem?
I'm to bring anyone unique to Martell for questioning.
Look, I'm not involved in whatever is going...
Well, you are now, ain't you? Take her in.
They should have just finished that sentence. Oh! Oh, classic background warping into a fight. Love to see it. And it's got...
look good.
The battle music is appropriate for what's on screen as well. That's great. Okay. Oh boy. Stanzas and time signatures. A turn in People of Note is referred to as a stanza. Okay. The top number of the time signature denotes how many actions you can take per stanza, typically one per bandmate. The bottom number denotes how many actions the enemy can take per stanza. Okay. So I can take one, and they're each taking one as well. Rest. So we have abilities as well, which I can't use yet. I don't have enough points for them. Oh, BP, I need 3. Okay. So I'm guessing we might get some by using this. Let's go for the 6-stringer. How does attacking work? Okay, it is somewhat rhythm-based. I just got slapped with the banjo. And hit by a kangaroo.
Long 3 against 1 like this.
No. Oh, that was it? Okay, cool character design. Why are you just standing there?
Step away, bro.
Yeah, right. We would have non-standard weaponry for sure, Gray.
Take him down.
Kid, find some cover.
I'm good.
Okay, and back into the fight. Interesting.
Let's see what you can do, kid.
All right, well, I kind of don't have a lot of context for what's happening here, but my immediate thoughts are, why break up the combat in order to have a cutscene with no motion and then get straight back into it? Surely you could have overlaid that on top of the gameplay and have the character just jump into the fight with an animation. They join your team, like in a dynamic style. That would visually and mechanically make a bit more sense and make, you know, keep up the pace of the combat. But also, yeah, we've now seen like 2 or 3 of those little cutscenes with the stylized 2D portraits, which I love the detail in, by the way. But the fact that they just stand there and then kind of like change pose and change back with nothing happening, it doesn't feel good. there needs to be additional sound effects to cue in what's going on, or little voice lines. Like, I know it's such an anime trope to have like the little oh, just those little articulations timed with the movement would help it land better. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's missing dialogue. I think it is just meant to show them looking around like at a noise or before something happens, but it just doesn't quite land right. All right, let's see what you can do, kid.
The sound, it's completely different than mine.
Yeah, he's using an electric
I
guitar.
bet we could take advantage of the current style for a little bonus.
Okay. Music styles. With more than one music style in the band, the musical energies around the band are in flux. Each stanza will take on a different style. If a bandmate's style is active, they'll get a boost in power for many of their abilities. Use the indicators on screen to see the upcoming style and plan accordingly. Okay, so it doesn't work for my style. And yeah, I still can't use any of those, but I can give a teammate some BP, which sounds like it'd be worth doing.
I gotcha.
Thanks for the assist.
Okay. Cue animation. Right, does 11 to 14 damage, or we can use Headbang, a single headache-inducing strike. Style active plus 50% attack, or recover a bandmate's haste boost. This is actually a healer. That's kind of fun. All right, well, let's hit you because you've apparently recovered your health from when I hit you before. Okay. So the amount of damage that you do is based on how well you perform in the rhythm games.
This music, now it's more my tempo.
Now's your chance. Get loud.
Okay. When performing music, you need to stay on the beat. Hit confirm as the circles overlap for a perfect strike. Be sure to stay on rhythm for maximum damage. And now we go first for some reason. So it's like when the underlying music changes, then it's going to be different characters that are buffed, essentially. Does that affect just us, or does that affect our opponents as well? Oh, either way, let's keep slapping him. Okay. He's got 13 health left, so we're kind of guaranteed to kill him. Instant hit, a well-established single target attack you can rely on. Opening act deals additional damage if used as the stanza's first action. Well, it wasn't, so I'm guessing that will not do additional damage. But I think we can just do a normal attack on that guy to finish him off. Ah, too early. I will admit, the other thing I wish it would do, if you're going to do active time combat, like inputs for your attacks, do them for defending as well to give you an opportunity to take slightly less damage. Like, take a note out of the Super Paper Mario RPG combat mechanic there. Like, if you're going to be doing active input attacks, do active input defense as well. Put some skill bases into it. I think they put the money into music rather than other stuff. I'm inclined to agree, Fiuk, at least at a first glance. That's the impression I'm getting. When an enemy goes down, their actions are removed from the time signature bar. The raving enemy's time signature is also permanently reduced by 1. Okay. At the start of every stanza, each bandmate will receive 1 BP automatically. Use the rest action to temporarily increase your defense, so it's a defend move, yeah, and regain 2 BP in a single action. Managing your BP is an important strategic element, and people of note always keep an eye on how much they've got left. Okay. Right, so the theme has passed back to the other guy, so we should not use abilities right now. We're full on BP though, so... Ah, but we are the opening act, so we can use this one for some additional damage. Start taking you down. Okay. I see it. We can just finish you off. Looks like the attacks are fairly lenient with when you can land them. Okay. I can only recharge HP. This guy can't bring BP back. Wait, can you... Oh, you can change whose turn it is. Ah, so you get to choose who goes first. That's kind of cool. So then I could do plus 50%, plus 50%. That makes more sense. Well, you're just going to get slapped. Too soon. The slappening.
Feeling a little low volume.
Stop smacking her. Okay, and now neither of us are buffed. Alright. Give you some HP back. Let's see what this does.
I got you.
Thanks.
Missed one. Okay, so that's a little bit more complex. So far, they've all just been one. Alright, let's we get to see some other stuff now. No point using those. Yeah. Death to the kangaroo. I still maintain, like, cool enemy design, but it just feels like it's a little lacking. Go, one more hit. Let's do headbang for the fun of it. Okay.
Damn, we nailed that.
With Jason Miller involved in the project, it makes sense the music would be such a big component. He's a musician along with being a voice actor. Okay, so he's basically a perfect pick for something like this. By the way, have you heard of Metaphor
They just
Refantasio?
keep coming.
I have heard of it, but I haven't played it. It caught my eye. 'Cause isn't that by the same devs that did Persona? I might be misremembering. I feel like it is. But yeah, I've not played any of the Persona style games. I enjoy JRPGs, I just have not had time to dive into them. Damn, they just keep coming. Well, yeah, they
as
live
I
here.
Live and breathe. Fred, a pleasure as always.
Really? The name's Fret?
Stay the hell out of
Bartel
my
is a
city,
guitar
Bartel.
brand, isn't it?
Look at here. Y'all hand over the key, and we'll take our quickest leave. We know you have it, and we know what y'all aiming to do with it.
For the last time, lady. We don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm, Lasso said you'd say that, but I ain't got patience for it all told.
Okay, yeah, it is one of the SMT Persona teams. It was very good. I say, wasn't it like nominated for Game of the Year or something? Or at least it was nominated for some Steam awards. I seem to remember that when it came out.
Lovely others.
Thanks.
Even bother resisting. And we'll go through every last home and hearth if we have to.
Like hell you will.
So they look like good guys, but they're the bad guys.
You got a strong sense of patriotism. I respect that. But I follow marching orders, Fred. And you ain't likely to deter me.
Hey, kid. What's your name?
Cadence.
No, I think it's Context.
I hate to ask, but I could use some backup vocals. Would you...
Normally I stay out of other people's business. But what can I say? I like your sound, old man.
Thank you.
Ooh-wee.
Old man,
Well, ain't this
wanna
just
fight?
the unlikeliest of duets? Come on, Sugar Pie. Show me what you can do.
and straight into another fight. Yeah, this is Australia. Although it's kind of funny because it is more US with the banjos than it is Australia.
This is war, Martel. I don't much care.
At least we get healed up before getting into the fight. In battles against powerful opponents, the enemy will slowly use the power of crescendo to grow even more powerful over time. As each section of the crescendo meter is filled, the enemy will get stronger and use more devastating attacks. Be sure to finish your enemy quickly, or they may grow to be too much for you to handle. Okay. Cool idea. It means you can't just sit around and wait for things to happen. Let's... Oh, 120 health. We're just going to have to deal with you as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Alright. I do also like that the health bar is like a visualizer. Like, they've gone all in on the music theme in this to kind of work it in as many ways as possible. And I think that is a smart move. Let's go for that for now. But it's just whether or not it's got enough substance in other areas. Also, that move is called Burning Rain of Fire. And I'm pretty sure the little guitar riff they're playing is from, yeah. Oh god, what's his name? Johnny Cash? Ring of Fire. Dun 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 dun. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Pretty sure that's the one. And if you don't know what I'm referencing, you are not old enough. Okay, so he's gonna get the buff. It is? Yeah, okay, I'm not crazy. That's got style active, so extra 50% damage. Go. I thought you were doing the Sonic cartoon theme song. I wouldn't even know that off the top of my head. Not even close. Not even close. No point using those yet. Bonk. Okay. Big slap. Honeycomb, defense down.
Not bad, y'all. But just wait till we get cooking.
Could we not?
Keep your cool, kid. Remember to pay attention to the current style.
Yeah. That's why I'm about to slap you real good. Double buffed. Also, don't mess up the timing. Oh, 48. Oof. Sucks to be you. Don't think we need a heal just yet. So he's got 20 health. Okay, it's going to take at least 2 more hits. Yep. So 5, 7.
Need some help over here.
We're fine. We're not dead yet.
Come on, give it a bit more grit.
You little strutting your stuff there, huh? Okay, you can heal yourself this turn. What is that chord progression? Dun 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 dun. That's freaking Smoke on the Water, isn't it? Yes, Robo, Smoke on the Water. See, okay, that's what I kind of like. Those little musical references here and there add to the charm of the game. That's nice. I like that.
Nice one, Cadence.
All right, you're down. Get out of here. Okay, we're not buffed anymore. I don't think I need to pass that back. Let's take down the last couple. Right, and you can do another heal.
A soothing sound.
It's kind of interesting because maybe he could lose, but
Need some help over here.
yeah, okay, you actually could. Wow, you get extra attacks.
She's gonna demolish us.
Don't worry.
No, we're
Hustling
okay.
time ain't that tough. We should heal up or rest to reduce the incoming damage.
All right. You are going to need to rest because you're out of points and you cannot heal. Boo. Okay. Oh, I could have passed things over. Okay, he's gonna deal. He's gonna die because I messed up. Shouldn't have done that. And I haven't got the buff to be able to do enough damage to take out one of them. I think it's got 26 health. That's not going to do it. This might. Let's give it a go. Hey! Oh, of course you smack him anyway. 1 health! Oh, no! Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. Okay, you need to heal up. That's kind of interesting because once you know what the tune is, the timing for it becomes easier because you know exactly what's about to happen. Okay.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, because they fill in the stanza with as many attacks as they can. It's kind of rude that they get to do that, but we don't. Oh well. Yeah, you've got enough points to be able to land a big hit. And you should survive whatever comes next. Can we do enough damage? Yeah, we can. Goodbye!
Didn't stand a chance.
Imagine some sort of shield ability that plays Wonderwall. That would be incredible. Alright, so yes, we've got XP and we got Groove. Go us.
Go home, Martel.
Okay. Yeah, get out of here.
My goodness, what a show. You laid me low, you did.
See, we're swinging weapons at each other, but I like to imagine that was basically just a rap battle that played out between the two sides. And they're like, oh no.
Well met, darling.
My ego can't take this loss. I have to leave and recuperate.
On a finer day, y'all.
Alright, goodbye.
You're just gonna let her go?
Yeah.
Tying her up is like to cause more problems than not. But these raids are getting bolder by the day.
Bolder.
Sure, we're gonna keep holding them off.
That's...
Oh, what did I miss about the Dark Souls thing there?
It's fine, whatever.
Alistair, does anyone here like hit RPG Maker game off? Is it a hit if we don't know what you're talking about?
Listen, there's this song contest
Honest question.
back in Cordia called Noteworthy, and I was wondering if you wouldn't want to join
Oh,
up with
French
me.
RPG Maker game off from 2008. Okay, off I feel like I have actually heard of. I take that back. That rings a bell.
I appreciate your help, Cadence. I do. But I wasn't here to make friends. I need to get back home.
Uh-huh.
Hey! Better try
Just
to catch
hey.
up with him. I have got to get him on board.
Okay. Can't let the guy get away. Better follow him. Well, that's as far as we're going to go because we are out of time. Unfortunate. We'll save there. Of course, save files are tracks. That makes sense. Back to the main menu. Probably seen pictures of it. Main character has a baseball hat. Major inspiration for Undertale. Yes, that's why I've heard of it. That is why I've heard of it. Okay. Impressions from people of note. I would say this game's conceptually solid. Like, it's obviously put a lot of care and attention into the aesthetics and theming of the game. The visuals match the musical theme. They've worked, like, elements of music into it in multiple ways, whether it be through the character design, the UI, the battle mechanics. Like, they've managed to do a lot with that theme. I think the question's going to, like, the question mark, I should say, is around the quality of the writing for the story itself. I feel it's actually in danger of, pardon the pun, being a little one note with the direction it's going in. They've worked a lot of puns into it. It's obviously a very musical-centric world, but is the tension there? Is the idea of a character just wanting to put on a show enough reason to get invested in it? I'm not fully convinced yet. I think this is a very sound game, but is it going to be an exceptional game that can stand out from the crowd of everything else? I'm not convinced yet. I think there's still some polishing to be done in terms of the flow of the cinematics and those conversations that pop up. That was probably the most grating part that I found. You could say that there was a bit of dissonance between that and the other components of this overall composition. So yeah, I think it's definitely impressed me with the ideas that it's got going on. The execution left me wanting a little bit. It's enough that I'm going to keep my eye on it and see how it fares at time of release, though, because I think it's got solid foundations to build upon. I think the question is just going to be, does it do enough interesting with it or not? All right, I'm going to jump out of that one. I think we've got enough time for one more round. So let's spin the wheel and see what size our final bingo card's going to be. We are going to be doing a 6x6 for the final one. Let's modify that. Change it back. Save there. And scramble and clear. I remember to do it this time. Hydra Leslie had to pause your depressed divorced man doodles. Off is a hit. Even I know often that's saying something. It's kind of weird. Like, I feel like I've got a decent level of exposure to games, but there's a lot of cult classic ones that I have missed, which means that there are times where I still feel like my game knowledge makes it feel like I've been living under a rock for far too long. But I missed there. Level 9 Druid. No, Fuchs said, I have to wait till tomorrow. We're going to put Captain Gasman on the Weald. I think it is there already. Yeah, because level 90 Druid put it on there. You can put it on again if you want to. You can submit games multiple times to go onto the wheel. What it will do is just increase the chance of it being... increase the chance of you having it... Not having it spun. Increase the chance of it coming up. It's all just an odds-based thing. Sorry, fumbling my words today. But yes, you can add it on there twice. If it does land on it, both entries will get removed. It works a little differently on that. So you can increase the odds of it being spun, but all the entries will be removed if we land on it. I mean, there are so many games, it's impossible to know them all, even if they are cult classic. I agree with you. It's hard to stay on top of everything. There's just so many out there these days. All right, bingo is reset. We need to choose a new game to end on. So let's jump back into Next Fest. We'll pick a new page and you guys can vote one last time on what we want to play. The right spot? Yep, for you. We're not going to pick from those ones. We've already picked from those. What have we got here? Comatose, another horror style game. Mole, another horror. Why am I getting so many horror ones? I really don't play many horror games. Saint of Chains, Into Blight, Echoes of Soul. I think we might skip those. We already had a horror-esque one today. We had a look at some of those last time. Ended up with 1348 ex voto. Interesting. I think this might be the one to go for. Unless, actually, you know what? I did have some people asking yesterday if we should have a look at the Eternal Life of Goldman. I think we will go on this. We're going to take Marathon off the list, but we can vote between Eternal Life of Goldman, Armatus, Far Far West, and Replace. So just to show you a little bit of each of them. Eternal Life of Goldman is a 2D, like, hand-drawn Metroidvania that takes elements from the Scrooge McDuck games, where your main weapon is a cane. This one I've had recommended to me as well. Looks pretty good. Armatus is a third-person shooter roguelike, I believe. Far Far West is a co-op multiplayer shooter. I don't know anything more about it than that. I think it's got roguelike elements. Could be wrong. It's got online co-op, so that looks fun. And then Replaced is a 2D side-scroller. I think it's... Yeah, I think it's cyberpunk style game. So I reckon we vote between these four and we go from there, because all of those look interesting to me. I want to know more about them. So I'm going to set up a poll for you all on that one. Take those off. So our options are going to be Goldman. Armatus. Far Far West. Spell that. West. And Replaced. All right, so your commands are going to be exclamation vote space Goldman, Armatus, West, or Replaced. There's your poll. Let's see what we're playing for the final game for the stream. Steam's just recommending things at random as often. Yeah, I mean, they're basing it, I think, on what we've been playing recently. I suspect we're getting a couple of horror ones show up in here because I've been playing Sorry We're Closed, which technically is a survival horror game. There'll be a side quest review of that coming in the next 3 to 4 weeks. But that might be what's influencing so many horror games pop up on here. It's definitely recommending Eternal Life of Goldman because it's a Metroidvania and I've played a few of those. I've played a few FPS style games and we recently played a game that was a low budget version of Replaced. It's the best way I can describe it. Don't know why Marathon's showing up. I don't play any extraction shooter games. Maybe it's on there simply because it's popular. or it might be on there because I've played, oh, why am I struggling with so many names? But what is it called? Nope, it's gone from my mind. That's fine. Warframe. There we go. Warframe. I had to try and think about that. I'm like, what is the appeal of it? It is Space Ninjas. It's Warframe. There we go. Isn't that weird? The best way to remember the name of it is like, oh, what's it known for? Space Ninjas. Yeah. Also, if you haven't played Warframe, it's a bit weird to get into, but it's worth it. It's Space Ninjas. It's hard to go wrong. Even if you only play for a couple of hours, I guarantee you'll have fun. It's Space Ninjas. Felix almost cheated and voted on Twitch and YouTube. Ooh, you're gaming the system, Fuke. Also, platform barrier. Like most of the people from Eastern Europe never played the early black and white Macintosh games in their life. Yeah, you're definitely right. The number of people that play those games now is just steadily decreasing. Mediate, you've gotten 2. One of them looked cool, but the trailer started with a 3D AI video. Like, why? What are you talking about? I missed something there. We're talking about like AR games or something? Wild. Is Warframe and Helldivers MMOs? Technically, yes. They're like smaller scale MMOs, but they technically are because it is a shared universe. They're usually just lobby based rather than having an open world. Ascar, it's the ARG calling to you. You need to play more ARGs. The ARGs in Marathon are now rubbish. They're off the entire ARG team. They're absolutely, oh, that's so disappointing. I love it when games have those additional things you can explore. I'm not going to lie. My favorite game that I was disappointed that ended up being a complete flop was The Secret World, an MMO that came out, oh God, back in the 20-teens, I think. Yeah, it was. Which I absolutely adored because it had that combination of, yes, this is an MMO with like a sci-fi modern day setting, but layered with additional things on top. And it had a whole bunch of ARG stuff. Like in the original version of The Secret World, there were quests that you could only solve if you opened up a browser and went to specific websites that they created just to support the quest design. Mishtastic, hello, how's it going? I am doing well. We're about to play the last game for the stream, which we just voted on, and is going to be The Eternal Life of Goldman, which is an upcoming Metroidvania with hand-drawn aesthetic, which I've seen a few trailers for and heard about, and looks like should be pretty good. So this is going to be our last one, so grab a bingo card if you want to join in, because we might be able to smash this out pretty quickly. All right. So, in this breathtaking platformer adventure, explore a vast hand-drawn archipelago. Shout out to the archipelagos that we're playing over on our Discord server. Inspired by ancient fables and depicted in classic frame-by-frame animation. Hang on a second. And defeat a mysterious deity? Oh, explore, inspired, and defeat. It doesn't quite work as a sentence, but yeah, I get it. Reviews on this are actually very positive. So we get both very positive / overwhelmingly positive as well. How do you do it? Words. There should be a link in the description to generate a bingo card. So just follow through on that link. And then on screen, Matey8 is going to be recording the list of all of the cold bingo tiles. So basically just click them on your sheet as they get cold. And if you get a bingo, you got to let us know in the chat. There is a command for !redeem space bingo that you can put in the chat to call out when you get a bingo. The first person to get it wins some points that go into a prize draw that we do every month to give away some Steam gift cards. All right, so we do not have less than 200 reviews. We've got 691, so we definitely have more than 200. Release date is after 2020. Developer is WeAppy Studio, and publisher is THQ Nordic, who I thought ran out of money and disappeared, but I guess they're still around, technically. These devs also did This Is the Police, which I have heard about and did relatively well. Rebel Cops, though, I don't know anything about. So I recognize This Is the Police, though. THQ Nordic, they've done a bunch of stuff. I mostly know them for the Darksiders series and Titan Quest, but they did also do Reanimal. So THQ is still around and doing some interesting stuff. Orange Jamming. Oh, quick warning for Goldman. If you're using high-res textures on an external SSD, the intro cutscene freezes around 30 seconds in. Good news, I'm not using an external SSD, but it is an SSD. What do you mean, what the hell is Ape Escape? I know immediately that you are not my generation. Sadly, they're now an AI company or something. I don't know. I left them behind when they started going after NFTs. No, that's a different company. Yeah. I don't know which company you're talking about. I missed that in the chat. Yep, the company that made their own ARG games and also were hired as freelancers to make ARGs for other games, including Bloodlines 2, helped them with their official ARGs on... Okay, so talking about that group. Unfortunate. Fuke, you need to go look up Ape Escape. Classic PS1 era games. They were phenomenal. Very glad I got to experience them as a kid. Oh, your message there were about the Secret World Legends ARG devs. Yeah. It all kind of went downhill for them, unfortunately. Great idea, unfortunate execution. Let's have a look at the trailer for Goldman. It is 1 minute and 11 seconds. Let's make sure it stays in 1080. This doesn't mean, like, the animation in this looks incredible. We're just gonna watch an old man get brutalized?
What?
What do you mean he smashed?
What do you think? He fell from a great height.
Yeah, but he couldn't have... did he really die?
I imagine he was crushed to a pulp. Do you think they'll ever find his body?
Mom!
Okay,
Is that a mole with a hat?
I was just making sure you were paying attention.
Oh, rewind. Okay, definitely OST and soundtrack is a banger. Jump. There is magic here for sure. Yeah. It's weird. I'm getting, it's like a mix of vibes between Hollow Knight and Cuphead. But no captions there. There's also no UI displayed, so we can't see health or anything like that. But we definitely have jump, and I would say, and yeah, unconventional weapon, for sure. Or non-standard weaponry, whichever you want to call it. Interesting. Yeah, style similar to Cuphead, I agree. Just looked at the Next Fest list again, and there seems to be loads of good-looking games coming up. There's definitely some interesting stuff on the Next Fest list. Fuke, Nintendo 64, GameCube, Super Nintendo, and original Nintendo are what Fuke had growing up. Okay, I take it back. We would have been around the same generation then. Yeah, it was a PlayStation 1. I was a bit weird in that I had very similar consoles to you, Fuke, actually. Grew up with the Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, GameCube, Wii, and then jumped over to the Switch after that. But I did also have a PlayStation 1. Never got the 2 or the 3, never got an Xbox, but I had a PS1. And that was where I got to play Ape Escape, and it was fantastic. Right, what else have we got here? Similar to Ori and the Will-O-Wisp and Hollow Knight, I would say yes, those are related games. Unfortunately, the tile is for the related games being unrelated, so no luck there. We have 3 friends that have actually already own the demo, so it's purchased by a friend, but not wishlisted by a friend. So what I will do, don't know if we can check the main game from here. Oh, hi, Panda. You okay? Yeah? You being chatty? Meow. Yeah, let me give you a treat. She's woken up and meowing at me. Hi. Good? We've got treats. We are very good. It's a great day. Okay. What else have we got going on here? We have controller support. Of course we do. Languages. We have additional languages. Once again, we do not have Swedish. I'm very sorry. No Swedish. We do have gifts in the description. Do we have unique? We do not have unique. Okay. We have a developer website. We don't have a developer YouTube. It also has not been updated. Interesting. I'm going to check the full game here as well. Okay, it has been wishlisted by friends. We can mark that one off. Definitely wishlisted by friends. Okay. Sky, see an Amazon listing for a Switch version of this. Okay, yep, we'll call it. Multiple platforms. Do developers hate Swedish? I think they just forget it exists. If I'm being perfectly honest, I think that's all that happens. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's get this installing. What's the size? 7.66 gigabytes. Okay, you guys are going to the holding screen for a sec. Have another crack at Wordle. Best of luck to you while I get this installed and enjoy some buffering. Apologies in advance. The big demo. Bigger than I was expecting. Stella is hiding behind my footrest. She's going to get kicked at some point. It will be completely by accident and completely her fault. I'm excited to jump into this one, though. Metroidvanias are up there as one of my favorite genres to play. And this one looks like it's been lovingly crafted. So all I can say is that I really hope that the gameplay stacks up to what has been shown in the trailer. It looks like it has a lot of potential, and I really hope it doesn't flop as a result. Daniel just found a game that's just modern Sonic, but you're a train. Oh, yeah, I saw that one. That looks wild, and I love the creativity in it. Okay, it looks like nothing's coming through on the Wordle. And I'm going to assume that is because no one has submitted anything. It doesn't look like you have. Which is fine. We will just move on. Oh, that's fine by me. Let's keep moving. No Wordle for you guys. Oh, I have to refresh something? Actually, Lizzie, anyone else get that glitch that hurt? Glitch that hurt? No? What are you doing there, Panda? You guys okay? Had to refresh. Haven't missed anything. We didn't get the Wordle, but we're going to be getting into some gameplay. Alright. Let me pause the music. Here we go. Eternal Life of Goldman. Let's get into it. That one too. Oh, the train one. Gotcha. Ooh, we'd prefer you play the Eternal Life of Goldman with a gamepad. If you don't have a gamepad, we love you just as much. Alright. Oh, someone did here on Twitch. I'd say it looks like a few people would check that one out. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the stuff. Yes. This is how you do stylized presentation. Oh, Nails and Tears were both got submitted for Wordle. It didn't appear on my end. Weird. Apologies if we just moved on. Okay. Also, there's one language you're probably going to see once and never again in your title. Is it Klingon? Must be. Okay, yeah, there's... Yeah, definitely no Swedish on here. We have Polish. Polish shows up more often. Assam region. Oh, that would be a very niche market. Adjust the brightness so the still life looks the most natural. I mean, I kind of like it a little bit darker. It looks more rich. Yeah, slightly darker, I think, is the way to go. Ooh, yeah. Okay. It's a dragonfly and a net. Well, we're starting the timer now. Thank you for your interest. Demo lasts approximately 90 minutes. Okay, we're not going to see it all. Let's try at the very beginning of the game. Helps immensely if you added the game to your wish list. I'm just going to say that I've already added it. We'll do that later. Actually, no. Pause the timer. Display. High-res textures. Yes. Mid-tone, light-tone, V-Sync, full screen. Detected the correct resolution. Good job. Yes, OST is definitely a banger. We've got that marked already. We don't have a windowed full screen. No borderless window, unfortunately. Separate sound sliders, though. Love it. No rebindable controls. We just have a stick dead zone. Okay. Accessibility options. Vibration on off subtitle size. Okay, we'll call that. That's accessibility options. We've got it. But no rebindable controls. You've got them on there, but it is not rebindable. Ooh. Okay, this might be a tricky bingo to get. Oh, we definitely have a jump button. I thought we marked that off earlier. But it should be marked off. We have jump for sure. Jump and magic. Oh yeah, jump is marked on there. It's next to additional languages. We are going to play with the left stick. Might change that later, but we'll see. Alright, now we can start the timer. Cutscene! Oh, come on. This is lovely. Especially at 60 FPS. That looks so smooth. It feels like stepping back into like classic cartoons. Wow. Okay. These devs did not hold back. Okay. Only you can prevent forest fires. You could have prevented this. Why didn't you prevent this? This is all your fault. And we're here. All right, what buttons do we have? I don't know what that button does. It's just making him hobble. Okay. Ah, and we have a pogo. All right, confirmed. This is Shovel Knight. Interesting. So far, the tutorial has been non-existent. But also, there's some kind of society here. Boing. No, I can't go through that way. Fine. Did you just float away on balloons? Also, you can hold down the button to just keep pogoing. You don't have to time it. Huh. Save point? Nope, tutorial. Press A to jump and hold X, Y, and Z to stick out your cane and hit an enemy. Okay, yes, thank you. I had figured that out, but that's a good tutorial. Good job. We are pogoing for days. Do I want to interact with you? This is kind of creepy. Thank you for the mysterious glowing orb. New cane part, hook handle. Sturdy hook-shaped handle. Okay. Oh. Jump on hanging ring-like objects or poles to automatically grab onto them. Okay, press down to open the cane menu. Place the thing. So at the moment... Oh, okay, so you can customize it with different handles, shafts, and tips. As you hold on tight, cane will never falter. Okay. Oh, okay. Now we can hang on to things. Hold X, Y in there to stick a cane out in enemies that works below you. Hold X in the air to stick a cane out, push off a surface or enemy. Okay, so you'll be able to combine things in different ways, I'm guessing. Yes, we have health in the top left. That is definitely health. We also have currency in the top right. While you grab onto hanging rings automatically, you must hold B if they're on the ground. I see. I can pull you along like that. Gotcha. Yeah, there's a greater level of detail here than I was expecting. Alright, you can have fun over there. Oh, missed. Jump! I'm guessing that's a checkpoint. Oh my god! Oh, I'm so sorry. How long are you going to keep burning for? Okay, don't touch the burning thing. Lesson learned. Oh, come on. That's just rude. There we go. What a first level to start on. This is wild. There's not necessarily easing you into this, are they? Okay, that's cute. Oh, whoever was in there is dead now. Okay. There is so much more going on in like the foreground and background in this than I think I was expecting. I'm kind of glad that you guys can just like watch what's happening everywhere while I'm paying attention to the character. Yes, that counts as destructible environment for sure. Okay. Yep, show me what you got. Oh, mysterious white stranger from another universe is giving me another part of my cane. A bouncy shaft. Shaft's made from lightweight, a special alloy of flexible materials. It's lightweight, bends well, and can withstand any load. Gives us a high jump. Jump higher if your cane has bouncy shaft. Hold X while in the air to bounce the cane off a surface or enemy. Okay. Is there a time when you would not have that on? And it seems to be you can like interchange these at almost any moment. Maple is redeeming a free space. Yes, I would say this is a good tutorial. I agree. Good tutorial. You can mark that off. Maple, what free space are you redeeming? Developer YouTube, and that's a bingo if I'm not mistaken. Okay, everyone marks off redeem something and developer YouTube. We're going to take a look and we're going to verify Maple's first, just in case someone else calls at the same time. Maple is up here. So Maple is calling bingo with separate sound sliders, destructible environment, games on more than one platform, developer YouTube channel is a free space, correct resolution, and has a demo. That is a bingo. Nicely done. And that gets you the... That was a 6x6. Jeez. 2 points on that one. What a good one to end on. Maple. Get you onto that. 2 points for you as well. And add you to the leaderboard. Yeah, they're fully going DuckTales on this. I think it's working in their favor. All right, wonderful. We can reset everything from that. Thank you very much, Mediate, for your help with the bingo. Appreciate you. Everyone in the chat as well, please give a big thank you to Mediate for supporting the bingo today. They've done a phenomenal job. Makes life so much easier knowing that's being taken care of in the background. That guy called Joe recently found myself thinking about how Monopoly 99 would work if that were a thing. That's terrifying, but honestly, probably a gold mine of an idea. Thomas, found any games that kind of feel like an MMO? We had one yesterday that was a survival craft style game that honestly probably would have worked better as an MMO, but it was not an MMO. Most of the stuff we've been playing though has been most definitely single player. Look at that, even does a spin when he bounces off an enemy. Okay, pull this. Up we go. Alright, and all the trinkets just magically float towards us. We know money's attractive. I'm assuming we're going to be ending this with a boss fight at some point. Excuse you. Alright. As you pick up new parts for your cane, don't forget about the old ones. Use the oak shaft to jump on enemies while avoiding the spike ceiling. Okay, I was wondering what the benefit of being able to change these on the fly was, and now we see it. You have to actually pay attention to your environment. You don't just murder yourself on things. And now we have to change back in order to get up there. Stop cane parts by using those buttons. Yep. Oh, you can change it automatically without going into the menu. Oh, God. Are there going to be times where you need to change them on the fly? Because if so, that's a really interesting idea. I mean, okay, now this one. Let's change again. Okay. Obscure the enemies behind the thing. Remember, when you jump normally, you automatically grab rings in the air, but if you jump with your cane, you'll miss the ring if you don't release X in time. Oh, when you're bouncing off things. Okay, that makes sense. How far up do we want to go here? Oh, this feels very Donkey Kong. I'm here for it. Perfect. Yes, we'll just use the cane as a crowbar. All right, I'm here for treasure. Okay. What now? Boss fight! Perfect. Oh, good lord. Let me guess, you're going to charge towards me? No, you're just doing little bits of fire there. Okay. Ow. Ow. Well, that didn't go according to plan. Let's change the bouncy thing. There we go. 2, 3. Okay. Oh, he's got a thing on his butt. Okay. Do I go for it? I'm gonna go for it. Oh, I feel pretty bad about that. Way! Ooh. Come on. Third time's the charm. Oh, he's a pinata! He's full of money. What?
Wow. It really caught fire.
It did?
Did you feel it?
Feel what?
The fire! The fire!
You really felt the fire?
It nearly burned my face!
Here, let me feel your forehead. You know the rules, Alter. Why didn't you tell me that you were burning up?
That's what I was saying! You saw how it flashed. You saw it, right? Were those really coins inside the bowl? Where did he get so many coins from?
We need to take you
just slowly dragging it across.
He beat the ground with his hooves, and then he ran so hard the little man could barely jump over him at the very last second. That was lucky.
Yes, Goldman was always very lucky.
Let's call him Blackjack.
Blackjack.
Goldman.
Have you been playing cards with the nurses again?
Maybe just one time?
Right. Yeah, just one time. One last time. Mm-hmm.
So
Goldman are a lot alike.
You mean
interesting.
Blackjack?
His name is Goldman, and his name was always Goldman. At least that's what he called himself.
So he came to defeat the evil wall and save the village?
He came back for something more important than that.
Okay, I kind of like this is developing the
or the
backstory
thermometer
of
will
these
fall
other
out.
characters.
So where did the angry wall come from?
Why don't we ask that fellow there? That one, on the shore.
Okay, let's ask him. Oh, we'll let him wear a funny hat, okay? Like that clown who visited on Sunday.
Okay, he can wear a
Oh,
funny hat.
no. That's a kid with cancer. Okay. I like that, though, because that conversation felt very natural. That was very well written. And I think if you go back and compare to the conversation in People of Note, that's where it was almost trying too hard to be witty and funny. Here, it felt a lot more natural, but was delivering some important plot points to develop these two characters that are telling a story about Goldman. Is immediately, like, they're not calling it out explicitly, but immediately you can be like, okay, so the young child is sick and this is not the first time. There's a relationship between the carer or mother, whoever they might be, and Goldman. Like, they've got a history. That is fantastic storytelling. Great job, devs. That guy called Joe, not to rant into the wind too much, but if I had to draft Monopoly 99, I'd start with a bunch of player versus CPU one-on-ones and compress them as the overall game goes on. I think that makes sense. I'm not sure how you would work with like merging games together once like everyone's been eliminated from one game, or how that would work. But I think it'd be an interesting concept. Like, i.e. after so many turns, the boards change to 2 players, 2 CPUs, then 3 players, 3 CPUs, 4 players, 4 CPUs. Oh, that would get wild. Mamu, gotta go. Sorry, wasn't more active in the stream. Hope you'll be there next week. Like, really there. That's okay. Next stream should be back to the normal routine. The one after that, we'll be having a weekend with no streams because I'll be at a gaming expo, which should be good fun. Okay, find out why you're here. I mean, we should probably figure that out, yeah. The lucky ones have called you to an archipelago for a special mission. You'll soon find out what it's all about. Someone's already waiting for you on Fish Island. Sounds fishy. Oh, and they use a floppy disk as the saving icon because no one knows what those are anymore. It's just a save icon. But it makes sense. This guy's old. He'd know what a floppy disk is. Well, he has got a funny hat. Hi. I swear, I had nothing to do with it. I did everything exactly according to the 3rd book of guides. Fireworks are the simplest. Oh no, he started the fire. Oh no. Miss Dastic, goodbye. Thank you for being here. We are going to be wrapping up the stream in about 15 to 20 minutes anyway. I'm sure I could manage it, but then suddenly an orange spark flashed into the air instead of a green one. I looked around and everything was on fire and animals were turning into some kind of monsters. Don't worry, I already dealt with the monsters. Who cares about the monsters? What about the children? Nobody thinks about the children. Do you have any idea how many of them were at the carnival? The parents of the little ones will never forgive me for this. What kind of carnival were you having here? There's always a carnival on first coin day. It's the most important day in a child's life. Ah, I sympathize. But I have something very important ahead of me, so I really can't, like, care too much. Of course, of course. What should you care about? What should you care about some failure? That should be why. That's a typo. Why should you care about some failure of a musician? Are you heading to Fish Island? You can take my boat. I'm definitely not going there. I'll never go anywhere ever again. Oh, wait. Have you seen Milky? That is honestly possibly one of the worst names I've ever heard for a character. Milky. Have you seen Milky? Oh god. Who? Milky. Oh, it's a dog. That's marginally better. It could have been a cow. Milky, my dog. He's wearing a funny hat with a pom-pom. Have you seen him? No. He probably hid somewhere when everything caught fire. Pet him if you see him, okay? So I could go back and carry on exploring, I guess. But no, we're going to go somewhere else. Tired of homework? Sick of chores? The guides will set you free. Come to the first coin day celebration. Win the carnival race and the guides will shower you with gold. This is the first chance in your life to make your own fortune. Multiply it, and someday you might even meet the deity himself. That sounds like gambling. Alright, boat time, let's go. We're going over to Fish Island. If there are no fish here, I'm going to be incredibly disappointed. There had better be fish on Fish Island. Hi. Well, good news. There's fish. Let's turn that back down a little. I hope that wasn't important. Oh. See, I thought you were an enemy, but you're just a wombat. Wait, is that really you? I can't believe it. Many of the lucky ones doubted you'd ever show. Some even started to panic. Why am I here? Oh, of course. I see you're eager to get started. We can't keep waiting around for more catastrophes to strike. It's time to act. We believe that the deity of the archipelago holds the key to what's happening. That it alone can somehow influence everything around us. To get inside, you'll need to take the train called the Naked Lizard. The Naked Lizard? Strange name for a train. It's not exactly an ordinary train. You'll understand when you see it. Where's the train? We hit the train from the guides on an abandoned island that doesn't even appear on any of the maps. The island's coordinates are kept by Nissim Klein. He's a local sculptor and one of us, one of the lucky ones. Nissim kept a piece of paper with the numbers in his corset, and he has a bad back. He can't even get out of bed without his corset. But at our last meeting, Nissim didn't have his piece of paper. Maybe he just didn't notice it? Nissim had to help. Nissim had to keep the coordinates in plain sight. That's the main principle of the lucky ones. Openness. No secrets from each other. So what now? You'll need to find those coordinates. We think Nissim must have hidden them somewhere at his workshop. It's the whole island. Searching it won't be easy. There's burners and strange monkeys and even living clay. Okay, new travel locations are marked. So we came here to immediately go over there. Gotcha. Don't know what could have possessed Nissim, but surely he must have had some reason to hide the coordinates from us, right? Alright, we'll deal with him. He'll probably be great friends. I somehow doubt it. So I'm guessing this area acts as like a central hub, because everything here is friendly. And honestly, it looks great. Everything is super vibrant. Chickens, fish, houses that you can potentially go inside. It just has a sign. Are you reading this? Then you owe me money, you parasite. I'm not opening the bar until every one of you pays last month's tab. I've had it. I'm not pouring any more on credit. Hope you enjoy drinking air, you bums. Because this decision's final and irrevocable. Irrevocable. That one. That's one of those words that I've read many times, but I don't think I've ever actually said out loud. P.S. At least pay me half, then we'll talk. Irrevocable. That's the one I was looking for. Alright, let's go back. I want to carry on and get a bit more gameplay in the 10 minutes we've got left. So let's at least try and get to this other level. Come on. Let's go. Most lizards are naked. I think you might be right, Gray. I'm fully expecting that this is not going to be a train. It will just be a lizard. Just straight up 100% lizard. And I hope that's the case, because that sounds incredible. Nissim Klein's workshop. Okay. Ah, this is a loading screen, technically. They did say living clay, and they weren't wrong. What are these little dudes? There's just hands and little flubby dudes? What? Crouch. Hold left stick down to crouch. Good to know. Ah, and then immediately use it. Yes, good tutorial design. Love to see it. Fun fact about my travels through NextFest also, I've seen 3 separate games about building things on an ever-moving train with resources you need to hunt for when it stops. It does seem to be a recurring theme. I've seen that in a couple of games recently as well. I think it's just something about that idea of building and traveling rather than like being stuck in a place where you've built something. It allows for a bit more diverseness with the mechanics and the world. Because that's always been the thing. Like when I play Minecraft, the biggest annoying thing about it is that I will build something and then I want to go off and explore and maybe go to a different biome, but I can't take the building with me. I have to go and build a whole new thing somewhere else, which feels like a waste of time. But if I can build a thing and take it, that's like doubly winning. Okay, we can walk while crouched. Oh, here we go. Got to sneak our way through. Hell yeah. You know what game did this beforehand? 100 Pumpkins 2. Isn't that weird that that's my point of reference? Nailed it. Yeah. Hi there, buddy. Oh, I feel bad about this. Oh. He doesn't feel bad about it, though. Let me through. Oh, I have to press down. Because, you know, that somehow makes me heavier than I was before. That is not how weight works. Alright, checkpoint. Yep, let me up. Oh, there's spikes up there. Okay. So they jump when I jump. Got it. No, thank you. Going down. Nope. Nope. There we go. That's an interesting mechanic. I don't think I've seen anything quite like that before. Alright, now we go up. Also, the music is great. Just listen to that theme. Oh, you're actually hurting me. Sure, but I just have to dodge them. Got it. Jump there. Okay. We go under these guys. There's definitely more emphasis on the platforming than you might see in games like Hollow Knight, other Metroidvanias. Okay. What's in this? Scarlet Knot. Consumable. 2 pomegranates that have fused into 1. That's kind of gross. According to Archipelago legend, they cannot be separated or the magical fruit will immediately spoil. Replenishes 2 units of health. Pardon? Everything's so well made. I know. That's a relatively unknown developer, but it's being published by THQ Nordic, so they've probably got some good funding for it. Inventory contains consumables. Press that button to open your inventory. Replenish your health if needed. Ah, inventory. I'm going to leave my health as is. I'm not desperate right now. Ooh, up here. Chest! Don't know what money's used for yet, but we've got some. Okay, quick duck down there. This guy's having a bad day. Don't you dare. Okay. We can go up. Up. Down. Jump over that. Down here, I think. Ooh, sneaky treasure. Another Scarlet Knot. Okay. Can quickly heal without opening inventory by using up on the right thumbstick. That's neat. What if I don't want to? Game? You're forcing me to use my healing item right now. I didn't want to. Fine. Oh god! It's a gloopy dude. Are those monkeys with jetpacks? Okay. Oh, they start moving down. We have to get through this quickly. Go, 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 go. Come on. Monkeys with jetpacks is not something I thought I would be seeing in this. 2 pomegranates. I can take or sacrifice? Why would I not just take it? Okay. Ow. Gotta keep moving. No, gotta go down. Go, 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 go. Ow. Okay. There we go. And now we can do one more jump. Cool. I see how it works. Checkpoint. Roll under you. Jump over you. Okay. What have we got here? Ah, the naked lizard coordinates. Fantastic. I hope I don't have to remember that. 2119700524071. The path to the deity is opened by a radiant gaze. I give you a radiant gaze. Oh, you son of a gun. Well, that's just rude. Jump those. Got it. This is so Donkey Kong Code. Oh my god, there's so many monkeys with jetpacks. That is definitely a phrase I never thought I would say. God, this game's creative. Holy cow. Now the Scarlet Knot, we will just take that. I'm guessing you can sacrifice it for money. I thought THQ had gone bankrupt. I thought the same thing, but no, they're still around. And doing some interesting out things. That's just a speedrunning technique. You wouldn't understand. Oh, jump, damn it. Okay, how do I want to do this? Like that. On we go. Okay. Easy. Oh, hang on. There's something up here. I'm not going down. There's a secret. Oh, God. There's going to be so many hidden things in these games. Oh. All right. Nothing crazy. The Path of Pain likes to disagree. Oh, night. Yeah. I don't think I ever got to that. Yeah, everything is solid in this. How am I meant to get up here? Like that. I honestly don't know how they've had the budget to do all of these animations. Everything is so fluid. Bag is full. Okay, so I can't just use it straight away. We can sacrifice it, which does... Who knows? Okay. Also, good to know that we can't swim. Gotcha. Oh, what? Double whammy. Ouch. That was just rude. Alright, we'll hang out here for a sec. Dump the fire. We are out of time, so we'll get to the end of this level, I think. Alright, we weren't so bad. We can get through there. That is what got us. Yes, hello. And we jump the fire. No! Yep, meant to do that. Definitely. Hey, sneaky. Come on. Interesting that the music stopped for this section. I guess it's to allow you to concentrate. I reckon it's going to pick up again soon enough. There we go. Oh, okay, cool. Just whiz through that. Okay. What's up? What? I disagree. Game? Oh, okay, good. They stopped there. Okay. Whenever you die, you lose 100 coins. Ah! I hadn't even noticed that. Sacrifice do. 2908. It didn't give me more money. Okay. Oh, cool. A boss fight with these things. Interesting. How? Do I need to do something with these guys? Okay, that makes him hit himself. Ah, I see. And then I can grab this thing, hopefully. Yep. Gotcha. Oh, and look, the little jewels on him act as the health bar as well. Ow. Ow. Please stop. No? You're not doing the thing? There we go. He had to hit himself. Pull the thing. Yeah, I love that kind of integrated health bar like that. That's very cool. Dodge onto that. I almost did a win by doing nothing. Oh, ow. We're fine. Still got 2 health. Okay. I do feel a bit bad about that. But not too bad. He did hit me with literal fireflies. Alright, we'll take that. Some kind of encampment? Oh, hi! It's Nissim! Well, crack my clay, could it be? Our saviour has finally come. I'm not going to keep on doing that voice. Do you prefer to be greeted with flowers? Is it all right we dispense with the orchestra? I hope you're not offended. That's not why I'm here. Yes, I know you're here for the coordinates of the island with the train. Did you find them? Yes. Why did you hide the coordinates from the other lucky ones? Ugh, don't lecture me, alright? You only showed up 5 minutes ago, Savior. And I guarded those coordinates for years, right under my belt. Do you have any idea of the temptation I had to fight? But I listened to our elder. I believed in her plan. I waited for a real savior. And in the end, some silly old man shows up. And Ganna from Fish Island said that you and I would be friends. You and I? You're even dumber than I thought. I can hear Ganna's blabbering now. We need to catch a train to the deity. Is that about right? Yep, that's right. No, that's not right. Do you really think we'd wait for you if we could just get on the train? No, it's not that easy. The guides broke the train a long time ago. They didn't want anyone but them to get on the deity. Yeah, I figured that already. Can the train be fixed? Are you really so eager to disappoint us? Yes, it can be fixed, but the Naked Lizard is not exactly an ordinary train. The guides unleashed all their magic on it, and it held firm. All those barbarians managed to do was rip out the 3 key parts. The heart, the eye, and the foot. Find those parts and return them to the Naked Lizard. Then the train will run. Alright, where can I find them? Our precious elder had a plan for that. She said she thought of everything, worked it all out in advance, and she prepared a role for each of us. No one except her knew the whole plan. The only problem is the old lady died recently, and that wasn't part of the plan. So you can't help me at all. Oh yes, I can. I know exactly how to find the lizard's foot. And where is it? Not so fast, Savior. First, do what I say. You're going to the lighthouse, got it? Most likely there should be a woman. Young. You won't mistake her for anyone else. Give that woman... Yes, give that woman this bottle. Bottle of liquid. This old perfume bottle now contains a strange viscous liquid. Nissim asked that the bottle be given to the young woman who lives in the lighthouse. Okay. Strange. Look at those things that look remarkably like hearts. So disturbing. Just don't open it. She must decide for herself. And before you give her the bottle, tell her, even an elephant can draw with its trunk better than you. Okay, how do I get to the lighthouse? The only way to get there is through Fort Elephant Heel. I served in that fort for many years, and every day I stared at the lighthouse from the barracks. What's inside the fort? In recent years, it's been turned into some kind of laboratory. They were trying to develop a vaccine for the dry disease. But all those syringes, beakers, and test tubes, they were making my legs buckle. That's why I quit. But right before I left, I found out the code to the new door they just installed inside the fort. Supposedly for security, but I think they were hiding something inside. And what could they be hiding? How should I know? You'd better write down the code, or do you imagine all the doors would just fly open by themselves for the savior? Jacques will help you get to the fort. He's one of the two, he's one of us too, one of the lucky ones. There he is, parking his plane nearby. Tell him I sent you, and give me this coin. He'll understand. An ordinary coin. That's not ordinary. Who has coins shaped like that? Alright, cool. So that's a journal where we get to keep things, track little side quests and all the rest of it. Pretty neat! But we are going to call it there. I have to say I'm pretty impressed by what this game is doing so far. Okay, cool. I can save and quit from here. Perfect. I was wondering how the save system worked. This game is fantastic. Honestly, I don't think I can really fault anything other than that, like, the crouch and moving mechanic is maybe just a little stilted with trying to come out of it into an actual, like, standing again and moving because it's meant to be done on the diagonal. But the presentation's fantastic. The story writing seems to be pretty good. The movement and combat is solid. The enemy design is phenomenal. The soundtrack is excellent. Like, this game is ticking so many boxes. I think the only part that's still an unknown is going to be what is the length of the game and how integrated is the world. Because if it's trying to be a Metroidvania, what does, like, overall exploration look like? Because if you think of something like Hollow Knight, where everything is so interconnected. This is already going, hey, here's separate islands, but there's different ways to travel between them. So it seems to be handling exploration a little differently to other Metroidvanias I've played, and it makes me curious about where this is going. So overall, like, this one has impressed me. I haven't seen enough to be able to firmly say that this is going to be like the next big Metroidvania hit, but it looks like it very well could be. So best of luck to the devs. You've made something phenomenal here. Well done. Unfortunately, though, that is going to be it for today's stream. So I hope you've all had fun. It's been really nice being able to dive into some weird and wonderful indie demos. We don't normally get to do that, and I think we found a couple of interesting things here. So I did want to say a big thank you to everyone that's been hanging out for these few streams. It has been a pleasure to explore some weird and wonderful things with you. We are hopefully going to be having our new Steam Sequence video launched tomorrow, which will finally answer the question about what the heck was up with the good dog post. Hope you enjoy that one. It should be good fun. Next week, we'll be back with our regular streams. So back to normal Wheel of Misfortune on the Saturday, and we'll be carrying on with Stars and Time on Sunday. So please look forward to it. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And until we see you next time, take care.